Consult your physician before you start body shaping with Cory Everson. Follow the exercises carefully. Exercise at your own pace. Start with very light weights. If you feel any strain, stop immediately and consult your physician.
There are some fortunate individuals who have never suffered from low back pain, but these people are very few and far between. Body shapers like to practice preventative medicine. This is why Shar and Trudy are warming up that low back. Thousands of Americans each year miss time from work and time from their leisure pursuits because of low back problems. In fact, millions of dollars are lost each year because of loss of productivity from people missing work. Why is low back such a bad area? Well, first of all, look at the way we stand. A lot of people don't have good posture. Also, humans are always in an upright position. Way back, years and years ago, we were on all fours, and we took a lot of strain off the low back. So what we need to do is learn proper body mechanics, how to stand properly. We need to improve our muscle tone and improve those weak links in our body. We need to learn about proper weight control. Oftentimes, when people are heavier set in the stomach, it throws their back into an arch, which causes low back pain. And again, when we exercise and when we pick things up, we need to learn proper body mechanics, which we're going to show you all this today. So hang in there, and we'll be right back.
It's fall, but it's hard to tell in Hollywood.
The leaves don't turn.
The water is still warm.
And school, it's always open.
But you know it's fall in Hollywood when this hits the stands.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Just the fall preview issue of TV Guide.
It's the best breakdown of Hollywood's new shows.
Just the fall preview issue, you don't mind?
It's the official guide that tells us who's on when and who we're on against.
Man, would you mind just TV Guide? Pick up your copy today.
This happens every fall.
This man is a dentist, which raises the question, what brand of toothbrush do dentists use? Oral-B. Oral-B, the toothbrush more dentists use.
Which workout tape was judged more effective than Jane Fonda and the rest? By a landslide, the Firm workout won the largest independent consumer poll ever launched. More than 2,000 users of the Firm compared it to all the other tapes they'd tried. An overwhelming 99% called the Firm the most effective. The National Fitness Press agrees. The closest thing to the perfect workout tape. Results are phenomenal. Men like it too. The ultimate in fitness videos. The all-new 60-minute workout uses inexpensive weights sold everywhere. A bonus 40 minutes of flawless fitness information shows you how to start light and work up to beautiful. Visible results within 10 workouts. Volume 2 of the Firm Aerobic Workout with Weights. Limited offer, save $10, $39.95 plus $3 shipping. Call now, 1-800-241-1500. Rated phenomenal results, 241-1500.
This week on ESPN Scholastic Sports America, his blinding speed and fancy footwork are just two of the many reasons why Robert Smith is the nation's #1 high school running back. Join us Wednesday.
Welcome back. You know, oftentimes people use proper lifting technique in the gym. They're very cautious about bending at the knees and lifting with the legs. But what happens is you go into your everyday life and you're vacuuming and you're bending and you're stretching, or you're lifting a chair out of the way to vacuum, and you forget about proper lifting technique. Also, lifting things out of a trunk, you have to be very, very careful. So just because you use proper form in the gym, it's usually out of the gym when people hurt themselves. I'm going to show you real quick a little tip about how to lift luggage. Now, everybody goes into an airport and you're always in a rush and you forget about the proper technique. Well, this is the improper technique, and we see this all the time. Lifting luggage like this, okay? Or you see people grab their luggage and run. Well, that puts a lot of strain, or they grab your luggage and run and it's not their luggage. That puts a lot of strain on the low back. This is a better way to lift luggage. Bend at the knees, put your hand on your opposite knee to support your back, and lift straight up. From the side, it would be Just bend at the knees, straight up, flat back. Just the same technique we always stress in the gym. If you need to move the suitcase over here, don't just grab it and swing. That puts compression on the disc. This is bad. What you would do is same technique, up, turn, and then go. Okay? And if it's real heavy and you need two hands, make sure that you always bend at the knees and you're using your thighs. That's very, very important. So we'll get on then, okay? You know how to lift your extra baggage here, okay?
Or you could pay somebody to take it for you.
That's
nobody
right.
gets hurt, right?
Trudy's going to be demonstrating a pelvic tilt. We're going to show you a couple exercises now that will tone up the muscle in the low back. Especially for people who do have back problems, you need to start very slowly and very gradually, and this is a very safe exercise. When you do this pelvic tilt, you want to think about pressing your pelvic area into the floor. You're not lifting your hips off the ground. Do an improper pelvic tilt.
This is how I think a lot of aerobics classes, they tell you to do this or you're doing this. But actually what you're doing is you're tightening your abdominal muscles as well as using the muscles in your lower back.
Right. Think about having a hand underneath your back and pushing that person's hand into the floor. Never lift your hips off the floor. What we're doing is not only are we tightening the muscles in the stomach and we're toning them, oftentimes when you have low back pain, your abdominals are weak. So we need to tighten the abdominals and the muscles all around the low back. Just because your low back hurts doesn't mean your low back is all at fault. It may be because your abdominals are weak.
It's important that you're not really using your legs. A lot of people think the pelvic tilt is for the gluteus, but what we're using is those muscles in the lower back.
Right, so think about someone smacking you in the stomach, which pushes your pelvic area into the ground. Now, for all you people at home, lie down on the floor, get into this position, and we're going to have you do this along with us. And really think about what you're doing, because it's very easy to do the improper form. You won't hurt yourself doing the improper form, but you're also not going to help the specific muscles that we're working on toning up. I'm going to walk over here and help Shar with her set, so everybody at home, please join us. We're going to go for 15 repetitions. Okay? Let's go. And 1, 2, good job, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, they're not lifting their hips off. Keep going, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, one more, 14, one more, sorry, 15, good job. Okay, so that was the pelvic tilt, and that was for firming and toning the muscles in the stomach. Now we're going to go ahead and do another exercise, the crunch, which is again an exercise for the front of the stomach wall. Trudy's demonstrating this crunch with her feet over the bench. You don't really need to have a bench underneath your feet. You can do this free too, but this will just help stabilize her legs. She's only bringing her shoulders up approximately 3 or 4 inches. You don't need to come all the way up, because if you come all the way up, you're putting more strain and contraction on the hip flexor. And it's also worse for your low back. So you're only coming up, she's contracting the muscles in the abdominal wall.
Again, when you do the crunch, you want to think about pushing that lower back into the floor.
Yes, sometimes you see people doing sit-ups and they actually arch.
And some people, they'll use, here to thrust themselves up.
So she's not using her legs here. All her legs are lying here. She's not cheating and hooking them and pulling her body up. And her stomach, she's throwing her low back again into the ground. Always think about pressing your low back into the ground. This would be done as the other exercise, high repetition, slowly, so that you isolate the muscles. You come up and you contract, and you also go back down very slowly. I'll have Shar join us on this next set, and again, join us at home. Ready? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, good job. 3, 4, 5, perfect. 6, 7, good. Keep breathing normally. Don't hold your breath on these. Good job. 11. Come on at home, do these with us. 2 more, come on. 14 and 15. Good, very good. So these exercises are very, very good for people that do have already existing low back problems. This will help tone and firm the muscles. So we've worked on the muscles in the front. Now we're going to show you an exercise, an extension. This is just a floor extension. Trudy's demonstrating this, and what this is doing is it's firming the muscles in the low back. She's lifting her head and her feet simultaneously off the floor, but she's not going up into a big fish arch.
I'll demonstrate one of the wrong ones, which is what you might have learned in gymnastics, which is where you arch your head and your back. That would look like that, but that's wrong. We're keeping your face just like you're staring at the floor.
And again, this is done in a controlled fashion. She's not just jerking and bouncing her chest off the ground. These muscles are all contracted in the up phase. And again, it's done very slowly, and she's isolating the muscles by contracting them, holding them, counting, and then back down again. This is sort of an uncomfortable one because you're face down, but you've got to try it because it's a great exercise. Again, we have to work antagonistic muscles. We're trying to protect the low back, so we have to strengthen the muscles in the abdomen along with the muscles in the low back. So we'll have you join us at home. Can you stand it?
Yeah, I'm just fighting through my hair.
Okay, so join us at home, please, and we'll do another set. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2. Don't need to arch all the way up. Just tighten up. 3, 4, 5. Good job. 6. These are all toning exercises. The next segment, we're going to show you some flexibility exercises to loosen up that bad back. Keep it up. Come on. What are we on, about 10? Okay, 9.
Now we got 10.
And believe me, if you do 2 to 3 sets of each one of these exercises done properly, with proper isolation, slowly, you are definitely going to feel it.
One more.
Oh, there we go. Good job. Now, for you at home, just relax during this break. Stretch out a little bit, like Trudy and Shaw were doing before. Stretch out at your hips, and we'll show you some really excellent flexibility movements. Next segment coming up. So stay tuned. How was that set for you, Shar? Those are hard. Okay.
Just how big is Arby's giant roast beef sandwich? Very big. See how nicely it fits in the Grand Canyon. See how it dwarfs the mighty Empire State Building. See how our sesame seed bun piled high with lean, tender, slow-roasted Arby's roast beef makes a burger look like a mere speck in the universe. Arby's giant roast beef sandwich, a monumental tribute to the revolution against burgers. Taste the Arby's difference.
This color brochure will illustrate our computers.
Nice computer, but who printed this color brochure?
Sir Speedy Printing. These computers.
Was it expensive?
No, Sir Speedy even designed our layouts. If you look...
Did it take long?
No, Sir Speedy always meets our deadlines.
Nice brochure.
Do we have a deal?
Yes, and so does Sir Speedy. Ethel, call Sir Speedy.
Sir Speedy, the full-service business printers, taking care of business.
Who prints your purchase orders?
Sir Speedy.
The BYU Cougars always pack the offensive punch, but now a daring defense could move them to the nation's elite. They clash in a catfight with the Washington State Cougars Thursday night, live on ESPN.
Oftentimes you see people walking around with sway back. Trudy, let's see the sway back. Okay? They've got their chest out and their stomach out and their butt sticking out in the opposite direction. And this puts a lot of strain on the discs in the low back. Another term for this, which doctors say, is you have lordosis. Well, you need to do certain exercises that will tone up the muscles in the front to pull your hips back forward, along with some flexibility exercises that will help alleviate some of that tightness and pain. Now, sometimes lordosis or sway back is caused from structural problems. Sometimes it's caused from having excessively weak stomach muscles.
I think I have weak stomach muscles, because I know if I'm not watching, I don't do this, I do the opposite. I have to learn to stand up straight and distribute my weight.
Good, then we know which workout we'll have you do this afternoon, 5,000 sit-ups.
Oh, no.
And then sometimes also people's hip flexors tighten, and then they pull on the spine and force your stomach out. So what we need to do is work on the muscles, the weak link, tighten up those muscles to pull your hips back in line for proper posture, and then also give you some flexibility exercises that will help alleviate that muscle tightness, which we'll show you right now. And these are very, very simple to do, but they're very effective too. So please at home, go ahead and join us immediately because these are very simple to do. Lie on your back. Have your feet a slight bend in them. You don't have to be completely flat. Just bend your knees up a little bit. It's easier on the back. Put your head against the floor and lift your right knee to your chest with your hands behind your knee. Pull your knee as far into your chest as you can and hold it there.
When we're doing this, should we be concentrating on, again, pushing our back into the floor?
Yes. Push your back into the floor. You never want to arch in this position. You always want to have a flat back. And for people who've got really bad muscle pain or low back pain, pull to a position where you feel a pulling in the back, but not too much pain. Hold it there, and then let's switch legs. You'd want to do this for about 10 repetitions on each leg. Okay, switch. Do this with me at home. And this is relaxing the muscles in the low back. And for all you body shapers out there where you don't have really bad low back problems, you can avoid getting low back problems if you also do these warm-ups.
I think people forget to stretch because they think it's, oh, I don't have time, I'll just go on. But the more you learn to stretch, the better it feels. It's very relaxing.
Always push that low back into the ground. Keep a flat low back. Okay, I feel this. I hope you do too. Don't cheat yourself. Don't just lay your leg back, but pull it. You want to feel a pulling in your low back. This will stretch out the muscles and the ligaments and the tendons. Okay, pull. Again, this would be done very slowly. I never want to see people doing this, just pulling, you know, oh yeah, this is great, this is real easy, because that's wrong and you can hurt yourself doing that. What we're trying to do is very gradually stretch out those muscles.
That's called aerobic stretching. I don't think there's such a thing.
It's called violent stretching. Okay, now both legs together. This would be a little bit more advanced. Start with one leg, and then you can go to two legs. Pull your knees into your chest and relax. And pull and relax. And again, feel this in the low back. These are the same exercise that physical therapists prescribe to their patients. And again, it must be done with proper form. And pull and hold it. Stretch out those muscles. Again. Now, sometimes people also have low back pain if their hamstrings are too tight and it's pulling on their muscles improperly. So let's now go ahead and stretch out our hamstrings. Once again, put your feet down with a bend in your knee, again, to take the strain off your low back. Lift up your right leg. Doesn't have to be perfectly locked out and straight. Go ahead and bend it. Take your hands behind your knee and pull. Again, gently. You don't want to hurt yourself. I don't want to hear any people screaming out there. And relax. And when you stretch, you always want to hold your leg in a position where you feel the tautness on the muscle for 10 seconds, and then relax. Again, pull. This will be loosening up the muscles in the back of the thigh, the hamstring area. And relax. Again. And what you'll notice is as you do this exercise, this warm-up and warm down, you'll find that each day you do this exercise, you'll be able to bring your leg further and further closer to your head because you're improving and increasing your range of motion and the flexibility in these muscles.
Make sure you never force.
Never force or jerk. Never be a jerk and force your leg. Okay, let's switch legs. Left leg up, pull. I do these warm-ups all the time, and
I can tell you do them and I don't. Look, my leg is so far away from my face.
It never ceases to amaze me that every time I do this, I can still feel the pull. So just make sure that before you do any form of exercise, even if you go for a long walk or swim, make sure that you do these warm-up exercises. Not only does it improve your range of motion and your degree of flexibility, but it also gets your circulation moving a bit too. This may look boring to you, but I'm telling you they will work, that's for sure. Okay, now we're going to stretch out the hip flexor. First of all, when you stand up, just sit like this for a few moments to stretch out the quadricep area. And then a specific exercise for flexibility motion for the hip flexor. Hold on to something, stabilize your body, pull back on your ankle, which will be stretching out the hip flexor area. Do this again for 10 repetitions on each leg. Hold it and relax. Again. Hold it and relax. And do your other leg during this break, and we'll be right back.
This man is a dentist, so we can't show you his face on television. Morning, Rob. But the fact that he's brushing his teeth may prompt you to ask, what brand of toothbrush do dentists use? Okay, Rob, show us. Oral-B. Used by more dentists than any other brand of toothbrush. Oral-B. The toothbrush more dentists use.
A lot of people with low back problems have a real difficult time finding some form of cardiovascular conditioning that they can do because of their back pain. Well, a lot of times they can't run because you're bouncing around, cause compression on your joints and on your discs. They can't play tennis. Golfing isn't really cardiovascular, but swimming is a great thing that they can do because of the buoyancy of the water takes all the stress off the low back. Start out with, you can just walk in the pool, okay? Just keep walking laps. Then, once you become a little bit more conditioned, you can swim. You can use kickboard. You can use paddles that you put on your hands. You can use little floaters. You can use a lot of different things in swimming so that if you're not an efficient swimmer, you can still swim 20 or 30 laps to be able to get a good cardiovascular conditioning. So don't forget about those hand paddles and the flippers, because those will really help you out, and it still stimulates your heart.
And now, body shaping, 1-to-1.
Hello again, Body Shapers. I'm fortunate enough to have breakfast today with Mandy Tanny, who's the author of Muscular Gourmet. Mandy, welcome to the Body Shaping Breakfast.
Thank you, but what are you trying to do to me with this breakfast, Jeff?
Well, that's a good question, because that's the topic of our little nutritional gathering here today, is the typical American breakfast. And this one is quite a lavish breakfast, but it is what a lot of Americans start their day with. And Mandy and I are going to kind of dissect this meal to let you know exactly what you're eating.
I see about 2 things good on this plate. Eggs. We have bacon. This is, as you said, 80% fat. Sausages, probably just about the same amount of fat. Hash browns, not so bad. Depends on what you fry them in, but they are fried in oils. The breads are good, but try to stick with whole grains. This is white bread. No good.
And breads are much worse when you add one of these
butter, yes.
little buggers to them, because a pat of butter is about 36 calories, and it's all fat, of course. And fat is going to yield twice as many calories per gram as a carbohydrate or protein would. So if you have a gram of fats in your diet, that gives you 8 or 9 food calories. If you have a gram of protein or carbohydrate, that's only 4. So eating a lot of fat is going to give you the calories much faster. Mandy, you mentioned the bacon. Just 2 strips of bacon, prepared like it is 175 calories, and that's 80%. 80% fat, 20% protein. There's no carbohydrates in there. What about eggs, Mandy? Tell us a little bit what about the cholesterol problem with eggs?
There is no problem with eggs. The problem is with people who already have high cholesterol. Eggs are a very good source of protein. They contain all the essential amino acids. and they're a natural source of food. People who have high cholesterol, they have found that when they eliminate cholesterol foods such as eggs from their diet, their cholesterol goes down, but it has not been proven that eating eggs and other natural foods containing cholesterol raises the blood cholesterol levels.
There seems to be a lot of controversy about that with the egg, and basically it's one of nature's most perfect foods.
Perfect.
What about if you are sensitive to cholesterol, or if you want to lower your cholesterol, what about the egg yolk? Would it be wise to maybe just eat the white, or what's the situation?
You can eliminate the yolk. Maybe eat the white 4 times a week and add a yolk several times a week to give you that balance, because the yolk does contain a lot of nutrients, a lot of iron and B vitamins and things like the essential nutrients that you need.
Or if you were making an omelet, for instance, you might have 3 egg whites and 1 yolk, or 4 egg whites and 1 yolk. It's a good balance.
Proportion, yes.
Okay, and Mandy mentioned the hash browns. A good serving of hash browns can have anywhere between 350 and 500 calories, and it would be better just to have a baked potato, really. And even if it's breakfast, you can still have a baked potato. And the big problem with bread is, of course, adding the butter, or another one, peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yes.
Is very high in fat. What about breakfast cereals?
Breakfast cereals are good. If you try to stick with bran or other natural cereals, they're not bad. However, a lot of them are processed, highly processed, and made with sugars. Watch out for that. Other fillers.
Well, Mandy, you can have your breakfast, all that fat. I'm just going to have a cup of coffee, and we'll see you later.
Okay.
If you want a firm, shaped, and tone your body, get that healthy, sexy look you've always dreamed about, well, now you can with my new body shaping home gym.
Thousands of men and women have shaped their bodies at home for a fraction of the cost of a health club or fancy exercise equipment. The Body Shaping Home Gym is your chance to get into the best shape of your life. With the home gym, you can slim your waist, shape your bust line, lose excess body fat, and increase flexibility. You can tone your body quickly and easily. Your home gym comes in a beginner or advanced model with an illustrated instruction book that will take you step by step to a better body. The home gym fits easily into your briefcase or overnight bag.
Now there are no excuses. So firm up and get into the shape of your life.
Order today the beginner or advanced body shaping gym, complete with fully illustrated exercise guide. Call 1-800-992-9400. Call now and shape up forever. Call 1-800-992-9400.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Pelvic tilts, crunches, and floor extensions help tone up those weak body parts. Now remember, when you do those crunches, the pelvic tilts and the crunches, that you forcibly thrust your hips into the ground and hold it. Again, don't lift your hips off the ground. Push your hips towards the ground. Floor extensions only raise your head and your feet about 2 or 3 inches, and don't go into a full arch. Flexibility motions are very, very important. We learn how to stretch out our hamstring, our hip flexor, and our low back, and make sure that you progress very, very slowly. So we learn flexibility motions, and we also learn some strength training motions for those weak body part lengths. Their pelvic area tilted forward, so their posture is like this. Their pelvic area is tilted forward. Now your pelvic bones should never tilt forward, because this is what you call lordosis, or what people consider sway back. Now this is caused from sometimes being overweight, where you've got a lot of weight in your stomach, or from being pregnant. So we're going to give you some exercises that will try to help that, because if you have images of an old sway back mare, we don't want to have images like that. We don't want to be related to that. Sing it, Trudy.
Like that song? The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be.
Trudy. Wait a minute. How about some body shaping exercises for the vocal cords?
Okay. Trudy has a beautiful body, but she sure doesn't sing like Barbra Streisand.
She sings more like the old gray mare.
Okay, really? Okay, the first exercises is for the pelvic area again. The important things to remember is, in order to improve your posture, you have to tighten your stomach muscles and relax your back muscles, because if you have this type of posture, if you tighten your stomach muscles and loosen or relax your back muscles, you'll be able to bring your pelvic area back into a proper line, straight up and down, and get rid of this tilt. So let's get started. So the first exercise is a real basic one, just called the pelvic tilt with our legs up. And all we're doing is we're tilting the pelvic area forward and crunching in our stomach. Just like a sit-up crunch, this is the same movement. We're just crunching forward. And again, and hold it. These exercises should be done, you should do about 3 sets of at least 20 repetitions. And this is for not only beginners, but intermediate and advanced too. And again, this tightens the stomach and stretches the back muscles at the same time. What you want to avoid doing is sometimes you see on exercise shows or in books when people do this type of action. And that's not good for your back because you're arching your back. So all we're trying to do is to develop strength and contract the stomach muscles. All right, another exercise is a butt tightener, and it's doing just that. So you just lay flat with your legs out straight, and just think about tightening your butt, and then relaxing. And again, you want to hold it in an isometric contraction, tighten, and then relax. And again, tighten.
This is an exercise you really have to concentrate on.
Really. Okay, try it also with one leg bent. Bend up your right leg and do the same thing where you're actually pushing against the bench or the floor, tightening your butt and relaxing. Now let's do about 10 of them on one side.
You're supposed to tighten the one that is lifted, the
You're supposed to
leg
tighten
up,
both of them.
Both of them at the same time with one leg up though?
At the same time. Now, one way you can visualize this is, I'm going to give you an example, and it may sound sort of funny, but when I was on the gymnastics team and we did gymnastics moves where we had to have a real tight, straight legs and tight butt with no arch in our back, my gymnastics coach used to always tell us to think about holding a quarter in between your cheeks and your butt, and that's how you can visualize thinking about tightening your cheeks and your butt really tight. Now
you can save money that way too.
Okay, let's try it with the other leg too. No, honestly though, this is not a joke. It's a good way you can visualize using your muscles, because sometimes you don't know how to control your muscles, and if you visualize something, I mean, from now on when I say squeeze that quarter, you'll know what I'm talking about.
The human piggy bank.
Okay, and again with both legs down, and really tighten up your butt, and then down. Tighten up your butt muscles, hold it.
You want to make sure you feel your lower back on the mat.
Right. And also, as you're tightening your butt, your quadriceps, your front of your thighs are tightening. This is basically an isometric type movement. Okay, enough butt tighteners. Enough saving money here. Okay, now we've got one more exercise we'll show you in this segment, which is the leg raise. This can be done with ankle weights, as Kit and Trudy both have on, or if your legs just happen to be heavy like mine, you don't need ankle weights.
If you're wearing hiking boots like you don't need
That's
ankle
right.
weights.
Okay, now this exercise is just raise up and down, and we're working the muscles in the side of the thigh and also the back of the buttocks.
And the knees should remain facing forward.
The knees should, good point, knees always remain facing forward because you don't want to rotate your hips forward and you don't want to rotate your hips backward. Your hips are perpendicular to the floor, and your legs should follow that same pattern.
Make sure you don't cheat and let it rest on the bottom foot. Always keep it suspended in the air, even if it's just a little bit.
And this again should be done for high repetitions. Okay, you can also do this on the other side, which we'll flip over and do it the other side. And we'll show you some, or I'll show you some variations because I'm up on the bench. Okay, the leg raise. Again, we're working the muscles on the thigh. And while you're doing this, you want to keep your lower leg very tight too. So you're doing an isometric with your lower leg too. Your upper leg is working and your lower leg is actually working. You can also drop your leg in front of you for a greater range of motion and for a different angle of lift. And again, you can drop your leg behind you. But keep your hips perpendicular to the floor. Even though you're dropping your foot behind you, try to keep your hips straight and knees forward. All right, now we'll show you on all fours, and we'll show you the rear leg raise. Right leg first up. Okay, same thing. concentrate on using the muscles, and we're just raising the leg up and down. We're working on the buttocks muscles and the back of the thigh, the hamstring, versus the side of the thigh, which was the side raise. And again, this would be done in higher repetitions. You can use an ankle weight.
And keep your back straight, don't arch it.
Keep your back straight, just keep your head up, or straight too. Okay, then you do the same thing with your left leg up. Just think about lifting your heel straight up to the sky. Again, you would hold it, and down, up, and then we'll switch to our right leg and we'll show you it with a straight leg. You can also do this with just a straight leg, which works, again, the hamstring and the butt muscles. And if you're on a bench, again, you can get a little bit greater range of motion. Again, make sure that it's really tight the whole time. You want to be flexing your butt the whole time. Okay, left leg. When you're done with these exercises, you should almost feel as though your gluteus, your buttocks, wants to just go into a muscle cramp because you've been flexing it so hard.
Saving money at the same time.
I knew I shouldn't bring up that quarter thing, but it's true. Honestly, I still remember that. In fact, I remember we'd walk around the gymnasium like this, squeezing our butts because we were concentrating on keeping that quarter there.
One of those things you learn in school you never forget.
You never forget. Right. And when we come back, we have more exercises that hopefully you'll never forget. I'm left out.
Nor do I.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I'm
okay,
cheating.
The exercise is done with a straight leg to the front. And what we're doing is this is just a leg raise using the hip muscles or the hip flexors and the front of the quadricep. And again, it's done slowly, under control.
You don't want to put all your weight, you don't want to sink into your standing hip.
I like this exercise. I can see my muscles.
That's the point. Yay for us. Okay, and again, keep your muscles contracted throughout the entire lift. It doesn't matter if you point your toe or if you flex your foot on the way up because we're working the hip flexor muscles. We're not working the calf and the muscles in the foot. Okay, the same exercise to the side. Again, concentrate on keeping your hips forward. If you cheat and turn like this, you're just doing a front raise, but sideways. So what we want to do is we want to use the muscles in the side of our thigh. So make sure that your hips are forward. Again, under control, higher repetitions and towards the back too. Same thing in the back and down. Raise your leg up, squeeze it, and down.
Not to kick the leg up.
Right, don't kick the leg up, and remember the quarter. We're thinking about the quarter on this one. So raise the leg up and down.
Also, be careful not to lock your leg that you're standing on, because sometimes that kind of cuts off the circulation and can get you dizzy real quick.
Also, we're going to switch legs now. Just sort of shake your legs out a little bit, because as you do this exercise, both legs are being tightened and both of them are under contraction. So sort of just shake your legs out and then walk over to where you can do the same exercise with the opposite leg. And right leg up, flex it, down, keep it flexed the entire movement. Keep your back erect, head just facing forward. Always keep good posture. Shoulders out, chest out. Okay, one more. And again, you would do 20 repetitions of each of these. We're not doing 20 because we have to get a lot of information to you here. So we're cutting them short. To the side.
That just means we have to go home and do them now.
Control, steady, slowly. Okay, into the back. Don't arch your back. We're just lifting the leg. The back stays straight.
Yeah, don't lean forward.
You will have a tendency to lean forward a little bit. Now, when I say don't lean forward or don't arch your back, your natural body movement is going to move a little bit, but you're just trying to concentrate not to as much as possible. Okay. Shake them out again because they do get tight. The next exercise we'll show you is for the low back, the butt, and the back of the hamstring, or the hamstring. Okay, this exercise is called a well, it's actually called a hyperextension, but we don't go into a hyper position, just extension. Okay, she's raising her legs up to straight. See, her back is staying flat and down. Sometimes you go into the gyms and people want you to arch your back and hyperextend it. Negative, don't do that one. Just bring it so your back is nice and flat and your legs come up to a point where your entire body is straight. You hold it and down. And for people who are weaker, who are just starting out, you can actually have somebody help you just a little bit to hold it there. And squeeze your butt together here. Squeeze it really hard.
Squeezing.
And 2 more, and then we'll go to the next one. Hold. Again, this is for the butt muscle, the back of the thigh or the hamstring, and also the low back. And Kit's got great low back muscles. They're standing out there. Okay. And we have one more exercise for you. And this is the squat. We're not using a block. If you've seen the show before, sometimes we have blocks under our heels. What the block is basically for is to increase your flexibility. If you have really bad flexibility, it sort of stabilizes you during this lift. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, head up, back straight, and squat down with your knees directly over your feet. Okay, ready? Let's go down. Back flat, head up and up. Nice and slow and controlled, and up. Down and up. You're going down, you're sinking into a position where you're parallel with the floor. Your thighs, your upper thigh is parallel with the floor. And up. This works your buttocks, your hamstring, your quadricep, and your back, believe it or not. And it really works. It works everything. This is one of the best overall developers, toners, and shapers for your entire body. Again, head up. Watch your knees. They go directly down over your feet. Never bring your knees in on the way up. Always keep your knees pointed out. Plie. Good. Now, in the beginning of the show, we talked about Rembrandt, who was a famous artist and painter. Well, body shaping has our own famous sculptor of bodies, Mark Michelangelo Finley. And in just a moment, he'll be with us to show you how to resculpt your body.
In the pool. To work my chest, what I do is I bring my arms together like so under the water. And when I want to work my back, I come out this way and I work my rear deltoid and my trapezius and my lat muscles. So what we're going to do is we're going to work them both together. Just bring your arms together and squeeze your chest together like so, and then bring them out. And you'll work those back muscles and rear deltoid muscles. Forward, back, forward, and back, forward, and back. That's it. Forward, squeeze, and back. That's it. That's the way I work my chest in the pool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work the arm muscles. And what you do with the arm is you're going to push down in the water like so to work the triceps. And when you pull up, you're going to be working the biceps. So we'll do a little set here. Down to work the triceps, and up to work the biceps. Down and up. Down and up. Now, you're not really going to build up the muscles doing these exercises, but you will really tone them up, and you'll lose fat doing it because you're going to be burning calories. And that's what we're looking for right here is definition. So we're going down and up, and really feel those muscles. And this will also really familiarize yourself with the muscles. It'll really give you a good idea which muscles are working and how to work them. Now, the other one that I do to work the hip muscles and the inner thigh is I'll bring my legs outward, forcing the water out and putting resistance against the outside of my foot, which will work the hip. And then I'll bring my feet in to work the inner thigh. Now, these are great exercises, like I said, for reducing or burning calories. And they really tone up the muscles. It's unbelievable. So I highly recommend doing them. And now also the muscles that are being worked when you're doing this exercise are the abdomen. But I like to isolate the abdomen a little bit. And what you do is you do like a V-up in the pool or like a hanging leg raise. You just bring your arms to the outside of the pool like so, and you'll bring your knees in towards your chest, crunching your abdomen together, trying to get those abdomen muscles as close to your spine as possible, making a nice thin waist. So out and crunch, out and crunch, out and crunch, out and crunch. And that's about it. I'm going to do a couple more exercises and take a couple more laps, and we'll be back with more body shaping in just a moment.
Consult your physician before you start body shaping with Cory Everson. Follow the exercises carefully. Exercise at your own pace. Start with very light weights. If you feel any strain, stop immediately and consult your physician.
Now, what do you do when you make a really, really stupid mistake? You say, oh, I'm such a dumbbell. How could I have done that? Well, how did this word dumbbell get associated with stupidity? I think it probably came from the old vaudeville acts where strongmen used to lift really heavy weights over their head, and people made this assumption that just because you had muscles, you had no brain. Well, fortunately, that's cleared up today, and now we're finding doctors and lawyers, all different forms of sports athletes training with dumbbells. Why is this dumbbell such a great tool? Because it offers a great degree of flexibility. You can actually increase your flexibility through training with dumbbells because you're going through a fuller range of motion than you are on a machine. Machines are great too, but dumbbells are really a great tool. Today we're going to show you different exercises that you can train your upper body with dumbbells alone. Now, if you're not fortunate enough to belong to a gym or you don't have a home gym in your house, you can still just purchase a simple pair of dumbbells and get an entire workout in. And I think the only way I'd ever call anybody a dumbbell is if they would not warm up properly before they train, or if they don't check these collars before they do lifting. So stay tuned with us. Sit down, warm up at home, stretch out your legs, stretch out your chest, like Shar and Trudy are doing, and we'll be right back to show you the tricks of the dumbbell.
This man is a dentist, so we can't show you his face on television. Morning, Rob. But the fact that he's brushing his teeth may prompt you to ask, what brand of toothbrush do dentists use? Okay, Rob, show us. Oral-B. Used by more dentists than any other brand of toothbrush. Oral-B. The toothbrush more dentists use.
Which workout tape was judged more effective than Jane Fonda and the rest? By a landslide, the Firm workout won the largest independent consumer poll ever launched. More than 2,000 users of the Firm compared it to all the other tapes they'd tried. An overwhelming 99% called the Firm the most effective. The National Fitness Press agrees. The closest thing to the perfect workout tape. Results are phenomenal. Men like it too. The ultimate in fitness videos. The all-new 60-minute workout uses inexpensive weights sold everywhere. A bonus 40 minutes of flawless fitness information shows you how to start light and work up to beautiful. Visible results within 10 workouts. Volume 2 of the Firm Aerobic Workout with Weights. Limited offer, save $10, $39.95 plus $3 shipping. Call now, 1-800-241-1500. Rated phenomenal results, 241-1500.
It's fall, but it's hard to tell in Hollywood.
The leaves don't turn.
The water is still warm.
And school, it's always open.
But you know it's fall in Hollywood when this hits the stands.
Pardon me, ma'am. Just the fall preview issue of TV Guide.
It's the best breakdown of Hollywood's new shows.
Just the fall preview issue, you don't mind?
It's the official guide that tells us who's on when and who we're on against.
Ma'am, would you mind just TV Guide? Pick up your copy today.
This happens every fall.
With dumbbells, you can train all of your different body parts with just a set of adjustable dumbbells. Trudy's demonstrating an incline press. Here we're working the muscles in the upper chest, the front of the deltoid, and the tricep area. Mainly we're working the muscles in the upper chest. Usually we try to get women to do incline presses a little bit more frequently than flat bench presses because this is the part of your chest that's usually showing, for one thing. Also, when you start getting older and your breasts start sagging, if you firm up the muscles in the upper chest, it will help keep the chest wall and the breast tissue in the right place.
But again, don't you men forget, it's important to keep yours up there, too.
True. Let's not forget about those men. Okay, at home, please join us. We're going to do another set of incline presses, and I'll describe the exercise a little bit more detailed. As Trudy's bringing her arm down, she's keeping a 90-degree angle from her front of her arm to the bottom of her arm. Also, with dumbbells, you get a great range of motion. As you see, she's bringing her elbows almost, well, she is bringing her elbows as far behind her body as she can, and the dumbbells are coming down to her shoulders. Sometimes when you're in gyms, different pieces of big equipment work differently, and sometimes the bar is only lowered to this level. So this is where the beauty of dumbbells comes in, is you can go through a full range of motion, and you can actually increase your degree of flexibility.
When you use dumbbells, you have to be especially careful about your technique, because when you have the dumbbells, your arms can be, one can be a little bit stronger or maybe a little bit weaker, and you want to keep them even, so it's forcing you to practice good technique.
Yeah, an important thing about dumbbells is that you don't have a machine that's guiding you. So you're actually increasing your coordination techniques by using dumbbells versus a machine, because for the exact same reason Trudy just said, you have to guide yourself. So you're using accessory muscles to guide the weight to go up in the proper plane. So this is the reason why most Olympic sports, gymnastics, swimming, track, badminton, all these other sports, use dumbbells along with machines, but they really do a big focus on dumbbells.
Also, I think when you're in the gym, if you can just ask somebody that's standing around how you're doing, because sometimes you're not even aware of it. You can be totally off balance, but you're not aware of it because, like I said, one arm may be stronger than the other, so you feel like you're doing it right,
True.
and actually you're not. So make sure you ask someone how your technique looks.
So that was an exercise that you can use a cheap set of dumbbells. Again, they're very inexpensive. They're easy to maintain. Stick them under your bed. You can adjust them when you get stronger and put more weight on them. They're really a great exercise tool. Now Trudy's going to be demonstrating a shoulder press. And I'm sitting here just to support her back, to eliminate her from throwing her back into an arched position. I'm not pushing against her. I'm just blocking her from pushing in this direction and arching her low back. This exercise is for your deltoid, the 3 muscles up in the shoulder, also for your tricep, and it also activates a little bit of your upper back.
You going to join us for the do-along?
I sure will. Please, at home, join us too.
Also, I think this exercise kind of forces you to have good posture because you do want to be sitting up straight. So if you practice this exercise, you're also practicing good posture for your back.
Okay?
Okay.
And make sure that you just raise the weight straight up and straight down. Don't deviate from that position at all. 3, 4, 5. You should feel a little bit of a pumping feeling in your shoulders. If you don't, your weight isn't heavy enough. 6.
Well, that's 8.
Oh, it is? 9. We suggest to do, just to beginners, to start out with 2 sets of 15 repetitions. Intermediates should go 3 to 4 sets, 15 repetitions, and advanced body shapers can go all the way up to 5 sets of this particular exercise.
We have one more.
Okay. Good job. All right. So with the dumbbells, we can train our chest. We just showed you. You can also train your shoulders. Now we can train our back. So Trudy's going to demonstrate a 1-arm dumbbell row, and I'll demonstrate a 1-arm dumbbell row too. The important thing when you do the 1-arm dumbbell row is to make sure that you stabilize your low back. Trudy's got her opposite hand and knee stabilizing herself on a bench. Perfect form and technique in that she's bringing her elbow up as high beyond her body as she can. She's squeezing these muscles in the scapular area back. The muscles, by the way, that are being worked are your latissimus, the muscle in the back, the large muscle in the back.
I didn't even know I had a latissimus.
Oh, you have a nice-looking latissimus. Also, the muscles in the back of the shoulder, the rear deltoid area, and also you're activating a little bit of the bicep. When you do any kind of exercise, even though this one's for your back, you're still activating many other different muscles. And if you join us at home, please, I'll demonstrate the same exercise doing a self-supporting system, just putting my hand against my knee. And again, this is just taking the strain off my low back. Ready? Let's go. 1.
Make sure you keep your shoulders still. You don't want to pull up with your whole body. Keep your shoulder very still and just squeeze with your back muscles.
Nice and slow and controlled. Make sure that when you get to that elbow behind your body that you hold it there for just a second to contract the muscle. Nobody out there should be doing the exercise like this. okay? You're not working your back then, you're working your shoulders, and you're using momentum to get the weight up. You have to isolate the muscles that are being used, control the weight, and contract those muscles.
Okay, just one more. I have to keep a hand on Cory because she'll make you do 50,000.
And I will. So don't ever ask to train with me because you'll end up doing about 9,000 exercises. Okay, so we showed you the exercises for the upper body, and we've got more exercises for you in just a moment, using the dumbbells.
And don't be a dumbbell. Use your dumbbells.
Today, our clubs, with the help of the United Way, provide constructive alternatives to the street for more than 3,000 youngsters daily. These programs, which range from sports to recreation and educational activities, help prevent youngsters from developing more serious problems. However, we are convinced that prevention is the real answer. It is the most cost-effective way to solve the problems of young people in the community. The United Way helps us do that job every day with thousands of youngsters.
I was new to the Lancaster area and didn't know my way around yet when my car died. Fortunately, I did know to call Cotman Transmission. They towed my car and did a free 21-point courtesy check. Luckily, they caught the problem in time. So instead of paying hundreds of dollars for an overhaul, I'm only paying a little for a simple transmission repair. Thanks, Cotman, for honest, dependable work.
For Cotman's free 21-point courtesy check, see John or Joe at 401 Harrisburg Avenue in Lancaster.
The BYU Cougars always pack the offensive punch, but now a daring defense could move them to the nation's elite. They clash in a catfight with the Washington State Cougars Thursday night, live on ESPN.
Well, we've worked exercises for the chest, the shoulders, and the back. So let's give you some more upper body exercise that you can do with a dumbbell. Char's demonstrating a bent arm pullover. Go ahead. And this exercise works all of the muscles in your upper body, which include your chest, your shoulders, a little bit of the back of your arm, your tricep, and your lats, which are the muscles in your back. And here what you want to do is you want to make sure that you go through a full range of motion, but also make sure that you don't bring the dumbbell all the way over your head, just in case you drop it. Just in case you are a dumbbell and drop the dumbbell. This would be done for higher repetitions because you won't be able to handle a very heavy weight here, so you would try to anywhere between 15 and 20 repetitions, which means you're handling a little bit lighter of a dumbbell.
Yeah, this is about 5 pounds.
Uh-huh. And again, this is working the muscles in the back, the latissimus, the chest, and the shoulders. Now, if Char were to bend her arms and do the same exercise and bring it close to her head, she's working more of her chest muscle. This is also a bent arm pullover, but this is working more of the chest muscle. Versus with a straighter arm, she's working more of her back. So at home, get yourself into this position. You can rest for just a second.
Thank you.
Get yourself in this position because you're going to work along with us. I will too. Again, make sure to check your collars, tighten those babies down, make sure they don't fall on your head. Sounds pretty stupid, but I've seen it happen. Okay, let's go. 1. Take nice deep breaths. Breathe normally. Get a nice stretch on that shoulder area too. Oftentimes in gyms you find certain machines that are pullover machines that also work this area of the body, but once again the dumbbells will work just fine. One more. Okay, come on, let's go.
3. Exhale on the exertion, inhale on the relax. And last one.
Good job.
Good.
Okay. So there was an exercise for the total upper body. Now we're going to show you some exercise that you can use with dumbbells for the bicep. Remember, the bicep is the muscle in the front of the arm. Char's demonstrating an alternating dumbbell curl. We always like to show this both in the seating and the standing position because some people have bad backs. I'll show this exercise in the standing position. Always go through a full range of motion. Never stop the weight halfway down. It always goes all the way back down to your side. Contract the muscle on the way up. Bring that dumbbell right underneath your chin area. That's how high you want to raise it. You don't want to raise the dumbbell like this. You see people doing this too sometimes. This is working your shoulders. We're working the bicep. So right here is high enough. Okay? Shake your arms out just a little bit, and we'll ask all you people at home to join us. When you go to the gym, okay, let's start. Ready? One. When you go to the gym, try to do 2 sets of every exercise that we showed you today. Anywhere between 15, 20 repetitions just to get started, to get the form right. And once again, you don't have to go to the gym. If you have dumbbells at home, you can do this along with us right now.
Keep on exhaling. 10. Keep going.
Flex that muscle, contract it.
Be careful you're not locking the arm on the way down. Keep the elbow nice and soft. Good. 2 more.
All right. Okay, so we did the bicep muscle, which is in the front of the arm. We also have to work the tricep muscle, which is in the back. We have to work those antagonistic muscles. So Char's going to demonstrate a tricep extension seated with 2 arms. Go ahead. This is working these muscles right in here. The back of the arm, the part on the women that tends to get flabby as you get older. And she's doing it in a nice, slow, controlled fashion. This can also be done with 1 arm. And I always like to take my opposite arm and just hold on to my elbow to make sure that I'm not doing this action. This is not working my tricep as well as it is in this form. This way I'm isolating the muscle and eliminating any kind of momentum from doing the actual lift. And once again, this would be done on the opposite arm if you're doing single arm.
You want to be sure that you keep your arms close to your head, so you're actually isolating the tricep muscle and you're not out with the elbows out. So keep it in. Exhale up. Good.
Okay? Elbow by the ear.
There you go. That's the right way.
Okay, let's shake our arms out a little bit. And all you people at home that are sitting there watching, not participating, you're going to participate this set. Ready? Let's do 1 work-along set here. Double arm tricep extension. 2. Always keep your elbows by your ears. Keep your back straight, never arch your back. Up.
Remember to exhale on the up and inhale on the relax. Very good.
Tighten those muscles at the top. Don't just go through the motion. You've got to think about the muscles you're using. No, you're not using your calf muscles. You're using your tricep muscles. How many do we have there?
2 more.
2 more.
Last one.
Okay, come on. Push it up and hold it and tighten those muscles. Okay, so we've worked all of the upper body except for one part, the wrist. For you people who want to better your game of golf or tennis or actually any kind of racket sport, bowling, these are some good exercises that you can do during this next break coming up. Wrist curl to the front here, which works the underside of your forearm. High repetitions. This would be done on both your right and your left arm equally. And then you can do a reverse wrist curl for the top part of your forearm. You can even do a wrist curl in the mid position for the muscles right here. So you've just got to diagnose what your weak points are and really hit them hard with the exercises. You can do all these exercises again at home with dumbbells. So during this break, keep on shaping.
carpet isn't DuPont Stainmaster, you may have less protection from stains. Less protection from wear. In short, you may have a lot less carpet than you bargained for. Instead of settling for less, get DuPont Certified Stainmaster. The advantages will grow on you. It's not a Stainmaster carpet if it doesn't say DuPont.
This man is a dentist, which raises the question, what brand of toothbrush do dentists use? Oral-B. Oral-B.
Body shaping. Body shaping.
Today it seems like having a personal trainer is a thing to do. You see personal trainers training celebrities. You believe it or not, you see personal trainers training sports stars too. Well, there's more to it than just knowing how to lift weights to become a personal trainer. You have to be properly educated about nutrition. You've got to be properly educated about anatomy and physiology. So just because you've lifted weights once or twice in your life doesn't qualify you for becoming a personal trainer. And today we're going to devote today's show for personal trainers. We'll show you proper body mechanics, the do's and the don'ts about lifting weights. So stay with us, and we will be right back.
Consult your physician before you start exercising with Cory Everson. Follow the exercises carefully. Exercise at your own pace. Start with very light weights. If you feel any strain, stop immediately and consult your physician.
And do you, Laura, take Peter to be your husband?
Poor Laura. She took a cold medicine that made her drowsy. If only she could go back and take Sudafed instead. When you take Sudafed, it starts to work in as quick as 22 minutes without drowsiness.
You feel well enough to get married, honey?
I do.
Fast-acting Sudafed and long-lasting Sudafed 12-hour. You don't get drowsy, you get relief.
Call now and you can have 13 weeks of the Wall Street Journal and this valuable 120-page guide to understanding money and markets. That's 13 weeks of the Journal for the news and ideas you need every business day. And this guide free, which tells you everything you want to know about money and markets, now for only $34. Call toll-free 800-832-8700. Today's Wall Street Journal. Faster, tougher, smarter. Call 800-832-8700 now.
Pool. Steve Miserak, the master. Pretty Boy Floyd, the hustler. Eva Mataya, the leading lady. Now come together to bring you the ultimate in pool instruction videos. Pool, the master's way. Steve Miserak, the master, and three-time world champion, reveals his secrets of 8-ball, 9-ball, and straight pool, and teaches you breaks, banks, angles, English, strategy, and more. Pretty Boy Floyd, the world's greatest hustler, shares with you his magic cue ball control with the masse, the jump, the power draw.
Becoming world champion was no accident. I've learned from past masters. Now I'm going to teach you what they taught me, plus some secrets nobody knows but me. Take it from me, the Miz, the master. If you play pool, you must have this video.
Call 1-800-352-POOL. That's 1-800-352-7665. Or send $24.95 plus $3.50 shipping and handling to Pool the Master's Way. P.O. Box 5075, New York, New York, 10185. Call now, 1-800-352-POOL.
Now remember, for all you clients out there, that you're paying your personal trainers to get you into the best shape of your life. You're not paying them to listen to all your problems. You're not paying them to be your friend. Whether you like them or not doesn't really matter if they're a good trainer, because the number one thing is that they work you hard, they're not too easy on you, but then on the other hand, they don't work you so hard where you don't want to come back again the next day. Now that I put Mary Jean on the spot, I'm going to ask Mary Jean, why do you want a personal trainer?
Well, I've been training most of my life by myself, and I feel now I'm getting bored. I'd like some new tips on how to train. I'd like to learn different exercises. And I just think that it would be more motivating for me to have someone to train with.
And Mary Jean's a mother of two, and you mean your kids don't train with you?
Nope.
Oh!
Now, once in a while, I get my son.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get my son to train with me.
Well, one of the things, too, for the people that do train at home is you don't really have anybody to watch you to make sure that you're following proper body mechanics, that you're breathing normally, you're not holding your breath. So we're going to do just that right now, and we're going to start out with the bench press exercise. Starting, Mary Jean, we'll have you start out with just the bar. So we'll see how good you've been doing here at home all by yourself. Okay, first of all, what I want you to do is grab the bar at a little bit wider than shoulder width. Okay? Okay, now let me see your technique in the bench press, which just so happens to be very good. As you notice in the bench press, you want to have a 90-degree angle on your arm when you do the bench press. Now, Mary Jean's arms are in a little bit too narrow, so I'll have you move your hands out just a little bit. And now when you bring the bar down to your chest, now you see there's a 90-degree angle between the arm, the lower arm, and the forearm. If you're in like this, you're working more tricep. So this is the basic thing that you want to do, is watch the arm technique when the people are doing the bench press. Now, the other thing, too, is to make sure that you lower the bar to the high point of her chest. Mary Jean's lowering it more towards her neck, which is working more of the muscles in this area, the high pec, but we want to work the whole pectoral region, so you want to lower it to right here. Okay? Much better.
right?
Better,
Okay.
better, better, better. And then to maintain breathing normally. Some people say breathe in on the way down and out on the way up, but it's much easier if you just think about breathing normally. And you will be breathing the right way. And the other thing, too, is some people like having their feet elevated, like Mary Jean has her knees up. That's fine. That keeps a lot of the strain off your low back. And men oftentimes like to have their feet down, and they get into this sort of natural arch in their low back. That's okay, too. That's more of a powerlifting bench, which is more for competition. It puts you in a stronger position where your muscles respond in a much better way, more efficiently. But this is isolating the chest muscles probably a little bit better yet. Do you think you can do heavier weights here?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay, now Mary Jean's technique is very good on this exercise. And like I said before, that's one of the things is if you're at home training by yourself, first of all, you don't have a spotter to work with you on the weights and the bar. You probably use dumbbells at home on the bench.
I'll do dumbbells, yes.
And this way you can use barbells, and it's something different than you're normally used to doing, and so it will be a little bit more fun and a little bit more challenging. Okay, now we're going to go up 10 pounds. For the people out there, this bar weighs about 20 pounds, and then we just put 5s on either side, so now we've got 35 pounds. So we're going to go ahead and bench 35 pounds here, and I will watch closely. On body shaping, we don't like to promote forced reps and negatives and that type of thing. It's a little bit advanced, and we really don't think that you get much out of it. Do you have it? Yeah? Good. And when you spot, just spot carefully. The first couple reps, you can have your hand there to make sure that they do them properly. If they fail out, you've got the weight right there in your hands. Good. Perfect. Good job. We'll do 10 here. Your arms are perfect. Always maintain your elbows being out. Never bring your elbows in. And Mary Jean is doing that very well. Her elbows are out, so she's using all the muscles in her pectorals. If you bring your elbows in, you use your triceps. And she's not holding her breath. Good. Well, we'll do 2 more because it looked easy for you. And don't be afraid, too, to have your clients do a few more repetitions. The number 10 is not magic, and number 15 is not magic either. What's magic is those 2 repetitions after you feel like you can't do anymore. And that's where you're drawing upon more of your muscle groups, and it's forcing you actually to get into better shape instead of always maintaining, like, for example, at home, how much weight do you usually bench press with?
Well, I use the barbell, so I'll usually bench press with about between 10 and 15 pounds.
And you usually stay that, I mean...
I maintain that, I do, because there's nobody there with me.
If you've got a training partner, you've got somebody who can spot you, and you can use a little bit heavier weight because you are capable, obviously, of that. You're already using 35 pounds. Okay, so now the big challenge. Let's go up again. I'll get the weight. And you can just lie back, and we're going to do another set of bench presses. Now, this is probably 15 pounds heavier than Mary Jean has been doing. for the last 15 years.
That's right.
So we're going to go
Okay.
ahead and follow the same training principles, same grip. Okay, you have it?
Yep.
Okay, we'll try to get 8 repetitions here. Easy, easy, easy. Good job. Good. Keep your elbows out. Good. Good job. Push it straight up. And I'm doing nothing. I'm just standing here. But I am here, and I'm giving her support in case she needs it. Push it up. Good. And she's lowering the weight to the high point of her chest perfectly every single time.
Gee, with you, Cory, I feel I could do more weight.
Boy, well, how can you feel if you were with Arnold Schwarzenegger? She'd have 500 pounds on here. You know what? You could do more weight.
I could do more weight.
Yeah. You know, and once again, you don't really know what your potential is unless you do have somebody to train with that will push you a little bit, because it is hard to train by yourself. I've tried it, and it's very difficult. So we've got another group of exercises, and that's the bicep curl. At home, what do you do for bicep exercises?
I really stick with light weight. So bicep curls I'll do 10 pounds in each hand.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll do 15, but
And do you ever use a straight bar?
Only if I'm in a gym.
Okay.
Never at home.
Okay, we're going to start out with a straight bar. There you go. Voila. For you, stand up. And we're going to have you do some bicep curls, and let me just check your form. How's that look? That's good so far. Looks pretty good to me. I know one thing, she's not going through a full range of motion. You need to go all the way down and up. One thing that she is doing very, very well is she's not using her shoulders, and she's keeping her arms in nice and tight. Sometimes you see people doing an arm curl and they're doing it like this. Shoulders come up, or they're bending at their back, and that's what you trainers should really watch for. Nice strict form, straight back, shoulders are down. And what Mary Jean can do is get a little bit looser at the end and bring your arms up a little bit, okay? She's so strict, which is okay, but there's a point where you can become too strict. So you can get a little rhythm into the arm curl. Make sure you just go through a full range of motion.
Cory, can you hold different grips when you do this exercise?
Yeah, right now you've got a real wide grip that you're using. You can do a wide grip, you can do a regular grip, which would be shoulder width apart, or you can do an arm curl with a narrow grip. In fact, why don't you try a narrow grip arm curl? You just grab the bar in towards the center, and now you do that. And see if you feel it working different.
What part of the muscle will this get?
Well, whatever type of arm curl you do, you're always working the bicep, but you're putting a different angle of tension onto the muscle, and that will work the muscle in a little bit different way. People talk about trying to shape the muscle, and basically when you change the angles, you're trying to shape it a little bit differently, or bring into play more muscles that get used to working in the same type of direction. So keep variety in your training program. For your trainers, keep variety for your clients, and we will be right back with more tips on proper form and technique.
Stay tuned for more body shaping.
GMC Truck now offers proof that actions speak louder. It's Action Cash, with $1,000 cash back on S15 pickups, or $1,250 cash back on S15 Jimmys, both on new 89 and 90 models. Or choose low APR GMAC financing. Don't miss Action Cash. You'll have a very good reaction.
GMC Truck. It's not just a truck anymore.
See your Central Pennsylvania GMC truck dealers.
There's an all-out war going on at Wolf Ford in Lancaster. Our year-end sales prices will blow you away. With just a 10% trade or cash down payment, pay as little as $76.14 for a Ranger. Just $166 per month. Bronco 2s under $13,000. Hot-selling F-150, just $10,200. If you owe money on your present car or truck, don't worry. We'll gladly pay it off and combine it with your new low monthly payment. The year-end sales battle at Wolf Ford on the Manheim Pike in Lancaster.
Lendl did it. Edberg did it. Graf and Wielander did it too. They all won the Australian Open. So see who does it this year. Coverage starts Sunday night, January 21st, live on ESPN.
Now remember, all body shaping trainers, you have to have a body shaping bullwhip too. No, not really. We'll use that later. First thing that you should do when you're assessing your client is look at their physique and see what they need. Some men and women have got flat butts and they need to build up more of a butt. Some men and women's butts are too big and they need to slim down that butt. Some legs have different shapes. For example, some people don't have a real good sweep on the outside of their leg, or some people don't have a real good sweep on the front of their leg. So you need to be educated enough where you can assess their physiques, their weak points, their strong points, and work around it. Now there's different ways you can squat. To develop the sweep on the outside, Kiana will demonstrate with the bar a squat where your heels are elevated and your feet are turned out. And it's very important to have your feet turned out. Go ahead and do a couple repetitions there. And this will develop more of the sweep on the outer side of the thigh. Also, for women who don't have muscle in their butt, or sometimes this flat look, you would want them to squat without heel elevation. And that will bring into play more of the gluteus muscles. If they do not want to develop larger, more muscular butts, then you put heel elevations underneath their heels, and that will put more of the strain and effort building over the thigh muscle right in the front. So if you don't have a butt, then you take away the heel elevation. If you want to get rid of your butt and you don't want to build it, you add the heel elevation. Good. Now you can also squat, if you show one more squat technique, the squat technique with your feet pointed just straight forward, and that your feet are in a little bit more. You're less strong in this position, and now we're working on the sweep more on the front of the thigh versus right here on the side of the thigh. So make sure that you assess your client's physique very, very carefully. Ask them what they want to do. Do they want to build muscle, lose muscle, build shape, lose shape, gain muscle or lose fat? You have to decide that. That is the #1 most important thing. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and have Kiana do another squat with a heavier bar. And for everybody at home, you can join with us here and think about what I just said. Do you want to develop more of a round butt, or do you want to get rid of your butt? And then you've got to assess and change your training style according to what your goals are. Every one of you out there has got a different goal, and every one of you should be training in a different manner. Right now, the way that Kiana is squatting is flat back, always maintain flat back. You trainers out there, don't ever let your clients round over. Just have them have their head straight. They don't need to look up and they don't need to look down, just straight focus. If you also notice, Kiana has a good rhythm. The cadence is very good. She's breathing normally, and also the rhythm is very good. It's not like she's going down, coming up, resting for 5.5 hours, and then going down, coming up, and she's not going like a piston either. It's nice and controlled. Also, the type of squatting that Kiana is doing is she's developing a sweep to the outside of her thigh, and she's not developing muscle size in her glutes. So if you fall into that category, you should use this technique. Good. Is that about 9,000 repetitions?
9,001.
So make sure that you assess your physique in that manner, and we will go ahead and we'll do another exercise. This is the military press, but we are doing the military press with the home gym, and I'll go ahead and have Kiana demonstrate this because there's a lot of problems with people when they don't follow proper training technique. If you ever wonder why one Olympic athlete is better than the next, a lot of them have the same potential, but it's honing down on their technique. It's the person who ends up learning the best technique that will cross that finish line quicker. Think about how many times people go out of starting blocks and practice and practice and practice because the person wants to get the best possible technique that they can. Same thing in weight training. If you want your body to be in the best possible shape it can, you've got to really pay attention to your technique. Okay, this is the shoulder press. Very well done, too, I might add. Make sure that you lift your arms straight up. Sometimes you see people pressing out to the side. Make sure that the arm goes directly overhead and hold. And if you notice, she's not just going like this, okay? She's holding it and contracting her muscles on every single repetition. Please pay attention also to her back. She's not standing like this, doing the press, and she's not pressing like this. It's just a nice straight back. Her hip area is always in alignment. She's always got that nice pelvic tilt. She's never standing with her butt sticking out, okay? So make sure you do that. Just think about standing up against a wall, and that's your proper form. It's never sticking your butt out and getting that lordosis in the back. Now for another exercise that we want to make sure that you do right is the tricep extension. This is the one that really most people do improperly. Kiana, go ahead and demonstrate a tricep extension. Okay, now do you see her elbow? Every once in a while it will move a little bit too far away from her head. So what you trainers should do is have your athletes move over a little bit, give themselves a little bit more slack, and now try the exercise, keeping their elbow right to their ear. You can do it by holding onto your elbow with the opposite hand, forcing your elbow to stay right by your ear, because if you don't, you're using your shoulder again. And we want to be using the muscle in the back of the arm or the tricep. So that's another thing you have to assess for your clients. How strong are they? Where are they starting from? What weight should they use on all these beginning exercises? And then, oh Lord, if they're also dieting at the same time, you've got to try to figure out their diet and their nutritional program, but also you've got to put them on a good aerobic training program, because remember, body shaping is shaping your body, but it's also shaping your lungs and your heart too. So we'll go ahead and have everybody join us, and we'll work on that last exercise, everybody together, the tricep extension. Maybe you want to do it with the other arm because they'll be less tired. Okay, elbow is in. And the trainers can also stand there and hold their elbow to make sure that they keep their elbow in. Good. Good. Do you feel that at home? Do you feel your elbow? Do this in front of a mirror. If you don't have a personal trainer and you're not going to the gym, do some of these exercises in front of the mirror to make sure that you're not doing improper form. So we'll switch from that one. We'll go back to the squat. Everybody at home, let's go back to the squat too and watch your form. Make sure you get down to a parallel position where your thighs are parallel with the floor. This is too short and this is too deep. So this is the proper position right here. So pay strict attention to that. We will right here too, and we'll be right back. 2 inches deeper. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Do you feel that? Any difference there? Perfect. Good.
Body Shaping will be back in a moment.
Get ready for a special Sports Illustrated sneak preview.
It's unreal. The man, it's like he's from another planet.
You never know what he's going to do.
He doesn't even know. He just does it, and you're like,
duh. They just saw an amazing video cassette presented by Sports Illustrated, starring the most exciting figure in sports today.
who else? Jordan.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Michael Jordan, Come Fly With Me 1990. Over 40 minutes of the game's ultimate playmaker. Yours free with your paid subscription to SI.
Yes!
Call toll-free and get 26 issues of SI at over 45% off the cover price.
I didn't realize you could save that much.
Including SI's blockbuster baseball preview, the giant 35th anniversary covers issue, and the red hot swimsuit issue.
So what's the catch?
No catch. You get it all for just 3 monthly installments of $12.97 each. Even use your credit card.
Golden. Let's do it.
Save over 45% and get the Jordan video free.
You're going to be giving away a lot of these babies, starting right here.
1-to-1 is sponsored by Gilda Marks Breathables Bodywear.
Welcome back to Body Shaping. Today, as we do the aerobic, as we are strengthening our heart and burning calories, we're also going to work on the lower part of our body, our buttocks and our thighs and our calf muscles. Now, do this with me. I want you to stand upright as I talk this through with your shoulder over your hips. You can really feel how we work your buttocks. You're doing a lunge to the back, but your upper body is upright and you squeeze your buttocks every time your heel hits the ground. Now you use your arm, you press your arm forward, and the whole time you're upright. The reason why I'm not saying your abdominals is because you're always using your abdominals. Your abdominals needs to be tight the whole time in order to keep your back straight. Now press your arm forward, press with resistance. You can also activate your chest muscle. 4 more of this. Now take your arms all the way overhead. That's it. I hope you're feeling something. If you don't feel it, you're not doing it. Here we go, 4 more. Good, now easy toe tap to the side. Easy, good. Toe tap, catch your breath. 4 more. Now one arm overhead, left arm, right arm. Now notice how I place one hand on the opposite thigh. Good, that's to support your lower back. That's it. Now add a bend and stretch your leg. So you're activating your quadricep. Good, down and up. And exhale every time your arm go up. That's it. Now bend both legs, both arms. That's it. In place, so you're working your calf. Good, 4 more. Now we're gonna combine it. So it's sideways 4 times. And down and up 4 times. Good, for your calf. Again, 4 sideways. And your stomach is tight. Good, and down and up. Use your thighs. Now 2 of each, it's over, down and up. Center, down and up. Again, stretch up. Feel it in the side of your back, you are stretching. And down and up, last one. Down and up. Stay right here, circle your arm 8 times. You should feel something in your calf now. 4 more, knee over toe. Now hands on the hip and lift your heel. Easy, good. Now this activates your buttocks and the back of your thigh. That's it, small arm. Small arm, good. Up and down on your stomach and you tighten your buttocks. Now 2 counts, big arm. 2 counts, that's it. Lift your leg behind you, but step on a bent leg. My standing leg is bent and I'm lifting a bent leg. 2 more, that's it. Single count, small arms. 4 counts, and double up. Here we go, big arm. And you breathe. Again, single counts. 4, 3, 2, and big arm. Up. 1 more set, is it. 2, good, and up. Again, center and left. Now step sideways to the right side, to the left side. Good, small arms. 4 more. Now place your hands on the hip and do big step to the side, feel the outer hip. 2 more. Good. Small arm coming up. Here we go. And up. That's it. Stomach in. Now go lower. But don't bend your back. It's coming from your hip. It's like you're sitting down in a chair. 4 more. Up. That's it. 2 counts. Up. 2 counts. Easy. Easy arms. Good. This is it here for Hawaii. But stand by us. We'll be right back with more exciting news from body shaping.
Thousands of men and women have achieved amazing results with the original Body Shaping Home Video. Now Cory Everson introduces her newest home video, Body Shaping for Slender Thighs, Hips, and Stomach. This video is a step-by-step guide to the best exercises to tone and firm those tough-to-shape areas. Let Cory be your personal trainer as you work toward a more shapely and sexy body. She'll show you how to slim your hips, lose excess fat from your thighs, and tighten and flatten your stomach. Body Shaping for Slender Thighs, Hips, and Stomach is a specialized workout program for those troublesome areas. The original Body Shaping Home Video will complete your workout routine by teaching you basic body shaping techniques using free weights. Each video sells for $39.95 plus shipping and handling, but if you order both, you save $10. Call now, 1-800-641-1200. Tell the operator you want both videos and save $10. Call now, 1-800-641-1200.
Unbelievable, unforgettable, unquenchable, unmatchable, unstoppable. Right.
New Year's Eve on ESPN. You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Body shaping is actually having their own certification school that people can go through to become certified. There we'll be teaching you about nutrition and about exercise, proper and improper body mechanics, and along with anatomy and physiology and all these other things that your personal trainer should know about. But until then, when you look for a personal trainer, be very, very careful. Just because you see this person in the gym and they've got a great body doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be a great teacher. So if they're teaching you weight training activities, make sure that they follow the body shaping principles. Or if they're teaching you aerobics, make sure that they are board certified by the different groups that certify aerobic instructors. And also make sure that they know a little bit about nutrition, because remember with body shaping, that's all 3 of those aspects. Lifting weights, shaping up, nutrition, and also aerobics that will get you into the best shape of your life. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Cory Everson and cast wear Gilda Marks Breathables bodywear. Accommodations provided by the Honolulu Bay Resort at Princeville on the spectacular North Shore of Kauai in Hawaii. This has been a High Bar production in association with ESPN.
From Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California, it's the Ms. Fitness America pageant, where the fittest and most beautiful women from across America will compete. Your host for the evening, Joe Fowler.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ms. Fitness America pageant. We not only welcome you here at Knott's Berry Farm, but we welcome everybody who is watching us around the country and the world on ESPN.
Body shaping. Body shaping. Body shaping.
Have you ever contemplated whether you should join a gym and spend the money on an annual membership, or if you should spend the money on buying home equipment? Well, actually, that question comes up quite frequently, and the answer is there is none. It depends on what you would rather do. Personally, I would rather train in the gym because I like loud noise, I like a lot of people around me, I like the stimulus of a lot of other people training. It motivates me. Some people don't have the time to go to the gym, and they would rather train at home. For example, my husband, he always trains at home. So that answer has to be answered by you. What we are going to do today is we're going to show you exactly what you need, the minimum amount of equipment that you do need, exactly what you need if you do want to set up your own home gym. It will make training with body shaping and Cory Everson a lot easier if you do have specific exercises set up at home, certain pieces of equipment, weight training belts, gloves, home gyms, some dumbbells. We'll get back and show you exactly what you need when we return.
Consult your physician before you start exercising with Cory Everson. Follow the exercises carefully. Exercise at your own pace. Start with very light weights. If you feel any strain, stop immediately and consult your physician.
Get ready for a special Sports Illustrated sneak preview.
It's unreal. The man, it's like he's from another planet. When he gets his hand on the ball, you just have to watch.
You never know what he's going to do next. He doesn't even know. He just does it, and you're like, duh.
They just saw an amazing video cassette presented by Sports Illustrated, starring the most exciting figure in sports today.
Who else? Jordan.
He's
unbelievable.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Michael Jordan, come fly with me, 1990, over 40 minutes of the game's ultimate playmaker.
The slam from the free throw line when he goes up in the air and he just hangs there for like a week. I can do that.
Yeah, right.
I can.
Follow his dramatic rise from high school to college, Olympic glory, and on through to the '89 playoffs.
Do it to a mite.
And now you can get the full story behind this superstar on video, free.
Oh, it's free. You're kidding.
We wouldn't kid about Michael. Call this toll-free number now and get your own Jordan video free with your paid subscription to SI.
Yes!
You'll get 26 weeks of SI at incredible savings, over 45% off the cover price.
I didn't realize you could save that much.
Including the blockbuster baseball preview, the Giant 35th anniversary covers issue with over 1,700 covers, and the red hot swimsuit issue. If you like last year's issue, wait till you get a peek at the women of the 90s.
I've got dibs on that. Can we get 2 of those, please?
It's all coming your way, along with this one-of-a-kind video, free.
So what's the catch?
No catch. You get it all, including the free video at over 45% off the cover price. Just 3 monthly installments of $12.97 each. Even use your credit card.
You got a deal.
Golden. Let's do it.
A deal this good doesn't come around often, so call now. You'll save big and get what's sure to be the hottest video around, free.
I'm going to watch it again, and then again, and again, and again, and again.
All right, let's not get carried away.
Me and Michael, we're very tight. Now, most people don't know this, but I taught him everything he knows. He's getting there.
Get out of here. You're going to be giving away a lot of these babies, starting right here.
Body shapers come in all shapes and sizes, and so does equipment. And Trudy's going to take it over on this one. We're starting with a basic beginning type of equipment that you can start with.
And that basic equipment is wrist weights or ankle weights. Now these are really good because they can train you to perform the exercise correctly. You can do all sorts of things. You can do arm curls. You can do lateral raises. You can do presses for our shoulders. We can do tricep extensions. We can even do the kickbacks here.
See something for our back.
Okay.
Back
We
exercise.
can do
bent over
things
raises.
here. We can do some rows this way. We can row our boat. We can do things for the legs. We can be doing leg raises. While we're raising the legs, we could also use this to work our abdominals.
And remember too that ankle and wrist weights can be used in a number of different manners. You can buy them at a lighter weight, sometimes like 2 pounds. You can go all the way to 10 or even heavier poundage. Some types of weights even have like weight vests where you can add more weight into the vest or into the pockets, where you can even get more of a resistance exercise from them.
I've even got more here. We can prepare ourselves to learn how to bench press, how to do flies.
Even with 5 pounds on either side, that's heavy,
Still not
especially
done
to
yet.
do certain exercises like the fly exercise.
We can do curls.
You can even put 2 ankle weights on each leg so that it makes it twice as heavy, so you can get up to like 20 pounds on either leg.
Not done yet.
You're full of surprises.
We can even do our leg raises, bent waves,
scissors.
Believe me, you can get creative with these and tire yourself out real quick.
So that's the basic things that you can do with the simplest types of exercise equipment. The next thing you can move up to is Richie, Body Shaping Home Gym. Take it away.
My name is Richie Bros, and this is the Body Shaping Home Gym.
As you see, starts out stretching. You can use it as a stretching device for your shoulders.
Start out with the simpler forms of exercise is the alternating arm curl.
The Body Shaping Home Gym comes in different intensities. You can get a smaller one, which is more for women, and then a more intermediate or an advanced one, which Richie is
And
using.
to advance the intermediate one, you can double up on it and just curl with one arm. See? Funny. Okay.
By the way, these are all the same exact movements that I was doing with my wrist weight.
Right, and here we have the tricep extension. This is wonderful.
This is a great piece of equipment that you can use at home, or if you're traveling, stick it in your briefcase or your suitcase if you can't get to a gym.
Double up on it. Intensify.
And believe it or not, this piece of equipment does give you a good muscle pump. I guarantee that.
Okay, Trudy, what was it? One arm rows? I can do that too. Okay? Now I'm going to go right to the hard one. Here we go. One arm pulls like pulling a lawnmower, okay? Starting a lawnmower. There we go. See, notice the great form that Richie Bros has. Facial expressions have to go, though. Okay, what else can we do? Oh, of course.
How about these?
Yes, bent over rows, lateral raises, whatever you want to call them. See how I put the little circle there? Step on that like that, and just go.
You've got
You
to
know,
say
more
we.
difficult.
Once again, like Trudy said, these are the same exercises that she did with her wrist and ankle weights. And
Guess what's next? Sorry, Cory.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Shoulder press.
Presses.
Yeah, I'm alive. There we go.
Okay, as Richie continues to play with the Body Shaping Home Gym, once again, this is the home gym that would be used for women or for beginners. I guess I'm a woman and I use the advanced one, so we'll can that about the women, just beginners. Also, you may want to get a weightlifting belt which supports your waist for when you do things like squatting and deadlifting, or even sometimes people like to use a weightlifting belt when they bench press, okay? We'll get rid of that too. The other things that you can get is a simple dumbbell. Sometimes you can get them with adjustable sides on either side. You can make them heavier or lighter. Also a barbell, once again with the collars, always anchor the collars down, and you can get a variety of different weights so that you can give yourself enough opportunity to train many, many different exercises. Also knee wraps or wrist wraps. Some people like to wrap their knees for safety. Now I'll show you some exercises that you can do with the dumbbell. You can have these in your home, or once again you can train with them in the gym. Same exercises that these two goofballs did earlier. I'm doing them with dumbbells, okay, together. We've got tricep extension with the dumbbells, or together. Lateral raises standing with dumbbells for the shoulders. Here we go, shoulder presses. Okay, we're going to do bent over raises here, bent over for the back. One arm dumbbell row, up. Exact same form, no matter what piece of equipment you're using, it's the exact form. What I get to do is I get to squat with the dumbbells, okay? We've got a squat exercise.
Pay attention at home.
We've also got a deadlift exercise that you can do. Flat back and up. This can be done once again with all the different pieces of equipment. And with the barbell, you can also do the same types of different exercises with the curls. You can do triceps, overhead. You can do presses. And as I continue to go through some different exercises that you can do with these pieces of equipment, watch and we try to remember all these. When we come back, we'll show you different types of exercises that you can do with a very simple home unit.
And don't forget, if you don't have any of this equipment, it's no excuse not to get out there and move. Just do it without these weights. Learn the movement.
You should at least have your body shaping home gym at all times.
Write Cory at P.O. Box 781, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101.
Since all you Oldsmobile dealers receive factory-to-dealer incentives for Christmas,
it's time to lower the price of new Oldsmobiles. You will give every customer a great Oldsmobile deal. You will offer the best values around. You will not rest until every customer is completely satisfied. And if they're not, you will take back their new Oldsmobile and give them credit toward another. Do you Oldsmobile dealers understand?
Sir, yes, sir. And start selling. You only have till January 6th.
Dismiss!
GMC Truck now offers proof that actions speak louder. It's Action Cash with $1,000 cash back on S15 pickups or $1,250 cash back on S15 Jimmys, both on new 89 and 90 models. Or choose low APR GMAC financing. Don't miss Action Cash. You'll have a very good reaction.
GMC Truck. It's not just a truck anymore.
See your Central Pennsylvania GMC truck dealers.
Week on ESPN Scholastic Sports America. She's one of the fastest young people on two wheels or two blades. Dee DeMette from Milwaukee is icing an international reputation in two sports. Her story this week on ESPN.
Well, I've got to join Cory on the set because they need somebody to talk. And Cory's going to do some exercise. We're sitting here with the Universal Multi-Gym, it's called, and this is part of in keeping with what we've been talking about so far with home gym training. We started off with very basic things, your ankle and wrist wraps and weights, belts, dumbbells, bars, and now we're progressing into something a little bit more expensive and a little bit more complete. If you want to have some variability in some of the exercises you do at home, you can get one of these types of multi-gyms, and you can do about 10 or 15 exercises on these things. And Universal has provided us with a nice one, so we're going to take advantage of it and make Cory work. Right? No?
Oh, I get to talk?
Yeah, you get
oh,
to talk.
phew.
Talk and work.
Phew.
Now, we're going to start out with a couple things that you can do on legs on these machines. This is a multiple adjusting machine. It has safety catches for upper body work and also behind the neck presses. It has adjustments here for arm length and, you know, your height for squatting and things like that. So we got it set up now for Cory to do some squats here just to show you how it works. The nice thing about the bench is that should she ever lose her balance or use too much weight, you could just sort of sit on the bench and you're never going to get really pinned down with the weight. And it tells you about how far down you need to go by just where you feel with your thighs parallel to the floor. The squat, of course, we talked about is the key exercise to the lower body, so you would not want to have a bench if you're going to invest in a multi-bench that has that attachment for squatting. That's enough. Just give them the idea there. That was pretty fancy. Now let's do the leg extension, leg curl part of it, Cory, up here.
You got it.
A lot of the machines don't come with this option, but this is something that's very important, we think, because we've stressed constantly on this show the importance of keeping the integrity of the knee joint, and leg extension and leg curls are about the best way to do that.
Once again, all you need is a few different pounds there, and you can add and subtract according to whatever your strength levels are at.
Yeah, the important thing is that once you go beyond just having the basic weights that strap on your ankles, you want to get stronger, you need to get a little bit more progressive with the type of machinery you use, the
More
exercises.
resistance.
Okay, now let's do a few leg curls.
Okay.
Don't bang your head on the squat rack there. You always want to work both sides of the leg. If you're going to work the quads, you also want to work the hamstring. Another advantage to the unit is obviously its versatility. Just do a few reps, get the idea.
How's that, Jeff?
That's good. Okay, Cory, let's go to some upper body exercises. Cory did squat, leg extension, and leg curl. About the only thing you really can't do is a calf raise, but then again, you really could do that in the squat section of this unit as well.
Okay, you want to put the safeties all the way down to the bottom.
I have a safety mechanism here that will allow you to bring the bar all the way down, and if you couldn't make up the bench press, you could just leave it on the safety mechanism. Now we're going to lower this.
All the way down. Okay.
It has different arm adjustments for different length arms. Cory's got short arms, so she doesn't have any problem here.
I do not. Okay. Ready? You want to spot me on this?
And also you can use dumbbells on the bench just as readily. Just do 5 to 8 reps or more.
I have to get a workout in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Then again, you could sit on it, and you could do seated presses.
Seated press. Why don't we do some behind the neck presses?
Let's show the adjustment for incline, because they probably don't realize
Oh,
it
okay.
also does incline. Let's take the bar off, put it up front. Use dumbbells today. We say we've done squat, leg extension, leg curl, and bench press. There's attachment underneath here. This whole bar raises up. We'll do the incline. Take this off first. Leg extension, leg curl comes off.
Other side.
How high do you want it up?
Oh, that should be good. So you can put it at any angle that you want.
This would be considered a low incline.
Here you can do incline presses along with incline flies. So the presses is like such to work the upper part of the pec.
This bench has 3 basic attachments for height. We're on sort of the middle one here.
And then you can also do a fly exercise. Make sure that you move those catches out of the way if you do a fly exercise. Safeties. Okay.
Okay. Let's show them concentration or preacher curl.
Okay. Preacher curl can be done with both the easy curl bar and also the dumbbells. And since I have the dumbbells here, I'll go ahead and demonstrate those. This is another attachment, by the way, that just slips in right here. And what it does is it's a pad for right underneath your arms. And this is called the Scott curl.
It's a very good way to curl because it isolates the muscles in the arm. It also takes all the pressure off the low back, which you might get doing a standing curl or an alternate dumbbell curl. And everything's more fun when you can do it sitting down, right, Cory?
Yep. And then also the other arm too. Okay, same thing. We're going to show you the exact same thing with the easy curl bar. One thing you do need to do is you need to transfer your collars from, if you don't have 2 sets of collars, you need to transfer your collars from the squat bar to the arm curl bar.
Again, the easy curl bar is bent that way just to make it a little bit more comfortable for the wrists and the elbow area. Again, another favorite exercise of mine, sitting down.
Jeff, you're not even sitting down. You're standing up doing nothing.
Well, that would be my most favorite. Okay?
Uh-huh.
You know, one thing we talked about, Cory, a lot was when you do presses, to always do your presses like back to back with your training partner or something like that, we can show them how to do seated presses with the dumbbells here, with the back support on the universal. So you can see when you start out on a multi-bench like this, squat, leg extension, leg curl, bench press, incline fly, flat bench fly, seated press, Scott curls with dumbbell or barbell, standing calf, you can do a seated press, so you can do a lot of different things on it. I'll just have Cory just keep pressing there in the sunset, and we'll be right back with more body shaping.
You got it, Coach.
Body shaping will be back in a moment.
An adjustable bed, but don't think you can afford one? Then you haven't priced Craftmatic adjustable beds lately. Craftmatic Model 2 beds cost hundreds less than these quality flat beds. And this Craftmatic Model 3 is available at 50% of Craftmatic 2's low cost. 50%. Craftmatic Model 3 and 2 beds adjust to all these healthful positions and offer optional heat and massage, yet cost less than these quality flat beds. Get our free catalog by mail, including information on Craftmatic 3s at savings of 50% of Craftmatic 2's low cost.
Hello, I'd like to receive your free catalog and 50% information by mail.
Certainly, sir.
It's easy, so call for this free catalog right away.
Call 1-800-642-2800. That's 1-800-642-2800, toll free. Call 1-800-642-2800.
I'm Gilad.
And I'm Ada, his little sister.
Be sure to watch Bodies in Motion.
Basic training.
Okay, watch Bodies in Motion and Basic Training for a full hour of fitness starting at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
Right here on ESPN.
1-to-1 is sponsored by Gilda Marks Breathables Bodywear.
With today's aerobics, we've got a few extra little surprises. We're going to be using 2-pound weights in each hand. And what I want you to do is try to get some weights at home and join me. It makes it more challenging, which is good. Go ahead and start with a little march. You're going to let your arms just move a little bit. Pull those abs in and lift your chest up. And then you're going to bring your arms up and you're just going to take it into a bicep curl as you keep your legs going. Now, you're going to watch and see that I don't force the arm all the way into the face. You want to only go about 3/4. So let's see the bicep curl in and out. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling, feeling your heart start to work. That's real good. Now watch the leg. It's up, 2, 3, and back. It's just an easy step. You let the bicep curl work with the legs. Right leg starts up. Let the hips relax. Enjoy the movement. Again, lift up. Now I'm going to open it up to the right side. Arms are going to go out. Breathing in and out. Feel the pressure in the arm. Work with the pressure. Feel the inhale and the exhale. Again, right wall. And then to the left wall, one more time to the right side. Keep breathing, enjoying the movement, take it forward, move up. Stay with the movement back. Come on, grab those weights, feel the bicep, breathing, open right wall, exhale, inhale. Make your body feel nice and light, pull the ab in. Keep breathing, now back to center. Here we go, move up and take it back. One more time, and then this time, stay back. Arms are gonna go overhead. Push the weight, breathe, ab in, keep going, keep breathing. Now both arms press forward, push out, inhale, exhale. It's harder, I know, but stay with it, it works. Both hands down to the floor and pick the weight up, pull it and press down a little harder. Now watch the feet, right leg is box step. It's simple, right over left. Now the weights are gonna work with the momentum of the legs. Keep going, right over left. Abs in, breathe for me, come on. 2 more, nice and easy, and then let the hips just go. The weights come down, breathe. Inhale and exhale. Chest up, breathe. Having fun, inhale, exhale. 8 more, little press. Chest up, ab in, keep breathing. Your heart's working, and most of all, you're burning fat. 8 more, 8, and 7, and 6, breathe. 5, 4, and 3. Go back to that march. Here we go. Arms are working with the weights. Now, let's get the legs a little higher than before. Legs a little higher than before. Use the momentum of the weight more. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Feel the fat burning. I can see it burning. Yes. Right leg up and press. And go back. Same thing as before. It's right leg up And now march it out and hold, march it out and hold. Leg higher, get the momentum of the leg. I want to see it a little harder. All right, let's push both arms overhead and push, and get the pressure, build it in the shoulder, push, and now right in front of you, hold it here. Push it out, don't let the elbows go too far back. Push out, now to the floor, chest up, press it, and feel your abs, feel the pressure in the arms. Inhale, exhale. Let's start with the left leg now, take it forward, left, gotta even off, back, use the body, move up. Exhale, inhale. How about the bicep curl? Lift up, chest up, and take it back. Make the legs a little lighter. Now open it up to your left wall. Same idea as before. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Chest up, go forward. Left leg begins. Out. Having fun. Back. One more time. Hold it back and take it overhead. March it out. Exhale. Inhale. Tighten up that hand and go forward. You did it before. Elbow out, now down to the floor, lift up, chest tall. Feel it working, it's happening, down, and press. Now remember that box step, left leg over. Keep it going, yes, you got it. That's good, keep it happening. Now those hips just go to the side, breathe. Let the weight come down, inhale, exhale, you're doing great. Now stay with this, don't stop. We'll be back with body shaping, keep going, breathe. Burning fat, don't forget. Say to yourself, burning fat, yes. Here we go. We'll be right back.
Thousands of men and women have achieved amazing results with the original Body Shaping Home Video. Now Cory Everson introduces her newest home video, Body Shaping for Slender Thighs, Hips, and Stomach. This video is a step-by-step guide to the best exercises to tone and firm those tough-to-shape areas. Let Cory be your personal trainer as you work toward a more shapely and sexy body. She'll show you how to slim your hips, lose excess fat from your thighs, and tighten and flatten your stomach. Body Shaping for Slender Thighs, Hips, and Stomach is a specialized workout program for those troublesome areas. The original Body Shaping Home Video will complete your workout routine by teaching you basic body shaping techniques using free weights. Each video sells for $39.95 plus shipping and handling, but if you order both, you save $10. Call now, 1-800-641-1200. Tell the operator you want both videos and save $10. Call now, 1-800-641-1200.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bob Beatty. Join me this winter for ESPN's Subaru Ski World. We're going to be traveling throughout the United States and Europe, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Friday nights from 7:30 to 8 Eastern Time.
If you watch Body Shaping regularly, you'll know that we have done certain shows dealing with the issues of pregnancy and body shaping and nutrition and things like that. A lot of people, women who have had children, have had lost muscle tone and they've accumulated fat after they've gone through the process, and they want to know how to go about getting back in shape. Another issue is the idea, can you continue to exercise when you are pregnant? Scientific studies have shown that controlled exercise, provided it's not done at real maximum intensity, is not dangerous to the child. Heart rate is critical. If you exercise at a rate that keeps your heart rate at 150 or less, there have been studies that have shown there's no possible damage to the child in terms of lowering the child's heart rate. What would happen there is if you exercise at a real high heart rate, your body is requiring a lot of blood flow, and that might be diverted from the child, from the fetus to the mother, and this is not good. You want to keep the child's blood flow normal. Another thing is the issue of weight training exercise. You can continue to weight train normally, again, so that you're not under a lot of stress, and also sit-ups, abdominal work. In the last trimester of pregnancy, it's very important that when you do any kind of abdominal work, you do not have your head below the level of the fetus, because potentially the child might be diverted of some precious blood. So we would recommend that you don't do decline sit-ups, for instance, with your feet higher than your head during pregnancy. But otherwise, there is nothing to indicate that an expectant mother can't continue to exercise, provided she very carefully watches her intensity level, keeps it moderate, keeps her heartbeat under 150 beats per minute, and just exercises sensibly.
So you now see that if you purchase just a few simple items, you can do tons of varieties of different exercises. And remember, you can get as advanced as you want. You can continue to buy more weights so that when you get stronger, you can keep adding more resistance. And another thing I want to mention too is don't be afraid to join a gym along with having a little gym set up at home, because a lot of people travel a lot. A lot of people don't have time to get to the gym every day, or the gym may be closed at the time that you want to train. But at least that way you can go to the gym when you have time, you can go to the gym when it's open, and you can also catch up on those lost workouts when you're at home. So there's no excuses. Watch us tomorrow, because we'll be here with more body shaping tips. Until then, we'll miss you and we'll always love you. See you tomorrow.
Cory Everson and cast wear Gilda Marks Breathables bodywear. Accommodations provided by the Hanalei Bay Resort at Princeville on the spectacular North Shore of Kauai in Hawaii. This has been a High Bar production in association with ESPN.
On the banks of the Arkansas River sits the town of Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Body shaping. Body shaping.
I'm always getting asked the question, what percentage should my body fat be? Especially by bodybuilders that want to know how to get more definition into the front of their thighs. They want to know what they should get their body fat levels down to show definition. Well, body fat levels they're good, but they're a little bit inaccurate. The measurements can vary from day to day and from person to person, whoever is taking your test. There's 3 different ways that you can have a body fat percentage taken. One is hydrostatic weighing, which is underwater weighing. Another way is the skin caliper, where they take fat pinches in about 3 to 7 parts of your body and then do some equation and come up with this wonderful number, whatever your body fat is. And there's a new way called bioelectrical impedance, where they send a very painless electrical current through your body, goes through the water, and it's supposed to be able to differentiate between lean muscle tissue and fat. All 3 of these ways have got, they're good and they're close, but they all are inaccurate. So you should pay less attention to what your percentage of body fat is, but pay more attention to making a change in your percentage. So whether your percentage is 20% or 18% or 15%, if you want to lose weight, what you should pay attention to is just dropping a couple of percentage points, more so than paying attention to the exact number. And we're going to do that when we come back. We're going to show you exercises that will help tone up the muscles in the front of the thighs, adding definition and also burning away some body fat. So stay with us.
Consult your physician before you start exercising with Cory Everson. Follow the exercises carefully. Exercise at your own pace. Start with very light weights. If you feel any strain, stop immediately and consult your physician.
Oh là là, oh. Bonjour, je suis le grand monsieur.
Je suis la jeune fille. Je suis le garçon.
Yes, that's French they're speaking. And no, these children aren't French. They're American. And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy, the remarkable new video language program for children developed by the British Broadcasting Corporation, the world leader in language instruction, and now available to you from Early Advantage. What a thrilling gift to give your children a second language. And in today's competitive world, what a wonderful advantage in their school years and in all the years that follow. Studies prove that youngsters from preschool and up have the uncanny ability to grasp language far more quickly than we adults. With this unique BBC language course, children learn a second language with incredible ease. 4 delightful videos quickly become their favorite TV show, and Muzzy, with other captivating animated characters, along with enchanting songs and story, teaches children the same way they learned English. Words and phrases become sentences, and sentences become conversation in no time. Learning another language becomes fun. Muzzy has proven its effectiveness in thousands of homes, and now you can give the precious gift of a second language to your children. Give them that competitive edge today, an edge that could make the difference tomorrow. Muzzy is just a toll-free call away. The entire course, 4 videos, 2 audio cassettes, the activity book, and the Parent's Guide and Answer book is available in French, Spanish, Italian, or German. You'll be amazed when your children begin speaking and understanding their new language from the very first day through this unique method. So give them that extra early advantage. Isn't that exactly what they deserve?
To order, use your credit card and call the number on your screen. We'll ship and charge you just $29.95 a month for 5 months.
If not delighted, simply return within 30 days for a full refund. Call now.
Call toll-free 800-722-4080.
Since body fat is a really difficult thing to get rid of, especially for the women out there, I'm going to ask you to join with us immediately on today's program, and we're going to try to work you as hard as we can in this next half hour. So we're going to go ahead and first of all get started with a step-up, which both Patty and Kiana will be demonstrating. It's my favorite exercise, an old track and field exercise, and these guys hate it, but that's okay, because they're going to have to demonstrate it. So everybody at home, please join with us. Let's do 20 step-ups, 10 on each leg, and I want you to do 10 repetitions on your right leg in a row before you switch over to your left leg. So let's go ahead and get started at this point. Everybody at home, 1, if you have ankle weights, go ahead and put them on. It will add a little bit of resistance and make you work a little bit harder, therefore burn a little bit more calories and develop a little bit more muscle tone. 10, the wonderful number of 10. Switch legs. This should always be done nice and slow and controlled. If you want to make it more difficult, you can step up onto a higher bench. That makes it a lot more difficult. So for people that are advanced, go ahead and try that. Or like Kiana is showing, she's got a weight behind her back, and this adds weight too and makes it more difficult. That was 10. That was fast. I hope you guys did that at home too. That's the fastest set of step-ups I've ever seen. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do another exercise, and this is for the adductor muscle or also the tensor muscle on the side of the thigh. This is the problem area where women have, they call them saddlebags. And I don't know what saddlebags has to do with it, but this is the problem area here. And it's a leg raise, and it will help slim and tone up this area on the outside of the thigh. So we'll go ahead and do 15 repetitions, nice and slow. Starting now, go ahead. And 1, never drop. 2, slower. And never drop your leg in between your sets. 3 and 4, good. 5, you notice if there's ankle weights on both girls' ankles, making it a little bit more difficult. Was this 8? 8. And 9, 10, never drop that foot to the ground. 11, 12, good. 13, 14, 15. Now we'll have you switch sides and we'll do the opposite side for 15 repetitions. Pay particular attention to not twisting at your hips. If you're doing this lift and you're twisting forward, you're substituting your gluteus muscle. If you're twisting backward, you're substituting your quadricep. We want to work this muscle right here. So make sure that your hips are square. Okay, ready? And 1, good. 2, 3. This not only works the muscle here, but it also does work your gluteus a little bit too. Okay, this is 5 and 6. Everybody at home? 7, nice and slow, controlled. 8, tighten the muscle at the same time you're doing this exercise. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, perfect. Make sure that when you do all of your exercises that you're consciously thinking about isolating the muscle for 1 and also tightening the muscle for 2. Don't just do a leg raise and be all sloppy and your stomach's like this and you're all loose. You want to tighten up all your muscles. That means your butt and your thigh and every single muscle. And that will help give you better definition, especially for you bodybuilders out there. And we do have another exercise. And Kiana, what are we going to do here?
We're going to do hypers.
Okay, you can either do them like Kiana's doing without a spotter, and she's going to be lifting her upper body and her feet up and down and always hold it up there. Or you can do it this way. I'll be spotting Patty. You can do this on a hyperextension bench at your gym. Arms crossed in front of your chest. When you get stronger, you can put your hands behind your back, and you can also add a dumbbell or a plate or a barbell behind your back to add more tension and straightening efforts on your low back, which will help develop those muscles. Okay, let's go ahead and do 15 hypers. As you are doing them, go ahead and get started. And 1, good. 2, what we're working here, the muscles in the low back. It's a very difficult muscle to work. This is the best exercise for isolating that muscle. Also, we're working the gluteus, and both Kiana and Patty have little tiny gluteuses, but it's really a great exercise for tightening and firming that body part. You can do them if Kiana's doing them on the floor, or if you have a training partner, you can have somebody anchor your legs down and do them in this position. Now, when you become a little bit stronger, you can put your hands behind your neck. That adds more resistance. You can put a plate or a dumbbell behind your neck, or you can put me behind your neck. I'm a real pain in the neck. Okay, well, now it's time to get started. Now, you all know how the exercises are done. We'll do them all together. We're going to go ahead and get started with the step up again. Put your ankle weights on. Get your bench organized, or chair, whatever you're stepping up onto. A stair is fine, too. And 10 repetitions. 1, 2, good. 3, everybody at home. 4, keep up with us. 5, good. 6, this exercise is actually easier for Patty because she's taller. Kiana's got shorter legs, so she's got to step up onto a higher resistance block. And Kiana's shoes are tied, and so it's even more difficult for her.
Come on, everybody.
Okay, 3, let's go. 4, everybody. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep up with us. 1 more, and 10, good. Very, very good. You can try to work up to doing 20 repetitions on each leg if you want to. And I guarantee it will burn away some fat and burn in definition. Now we are going to do the leg raise on the side. Back into positions. Let's work off those saddlebags on the side of our thigh. Okay, my little American flags. Here we go. And 1, good. 2, keep your hips square. 3, good. And 4, never let your foot drop. 5, 6, tighten up those muscles. 7, 8, think about me pointing at them and poking them. If they're not tight, it's going to hurt.
Makes 12.
Okay. 13, what does that make?
14.
And 15, good job. Okay, now let's go ahead and switch sides. Perfect body balance, need to do both sides. You can also work up to doing higher repetition here. And 1, good. 2, either work up to doing higher repetition or heavier weight. If you don't have more ankle weights at home, then you need to do higher repetition. Or you can add more ankle weights down. Good. Keep going. 11. Is that 12?
13.
Okay.
2 more.
14. 15. Hold it up there. Hold it until you feel as though you're going to get a cramp in your butt. Hold it. Now release slowly. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to do hypers. Everybody at home, we have a short break coming up, but that's no excuse not to do your 15 repetitions of hypers. We'll do them here too, so get with it, and we will be right back. 1, and 2, 3, 4.
Write Cory at P.O. Box 781, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101.
It's here. So catch the action with Millersville Marauder basketball. Check Channel 22 for dates and times. And Lancaster-Lebanon High School basketball every Tuesday and Fridays at 7:45 p.m. Only on Cable Channel 22.
I think perhaps one of the most unique features about the HCT school is the fact that the teachers are so involved with their students. The children are constantly surrounded by excellence. Students have an added advantage of being in the actual theater where all of this occurs. Because I don't think that they're just learning how to act. I think they're learning how to be. And it's a magic that never leaves you. Once you have it, you always have it because it's special.
Hello everybody, I'm Bob Beatty. Join me this winter for ESPN's Subaru Ski World. We're going to be traveling throughout the United States and Europe, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Friday nights from 7:30 to 8 Eastern Time.
In this segment, we're doing a little bit more advanced training for the thighs, specifically for honing down definition, getting rid of fat. Make sure that you have your ankle weights ready and a barbell, and get started with us. We're going to do 20 repetitions of a full deep squat. That means legs to a parallel position. Head straight, forward, back flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, knees always go directly over your feet. 5, good. 6, good form. 7, and 8, 9, 10, all the way down to parallel position. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, it feels like forever. 16, 17, 18, 19, how you doing?
Great.
And 20. Okay, there's 20 repetitions of the squat. Now we're going to do another exercise called the lunge. So just take a breather, nice deep breath, okay? We're going to do a lunge, 10 repetitions on the left leg, then 10 repetitions on the right leg. Okay, step out into a nice deep lunge. And that's 1, 2, again with the left leg. 3, 4, perfect.
Come on, everybody, should be doing this along with
5,
us.
that's right, listen to Kiana. 7, good. 8, same form, flat back, head up. 9, and 10, switch legs. And 1, 2, good. 3, 4, touch your knee to the ground. 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Good. Okay, we've got another exercise. We did the squat and the lunge for the muscles in the front of the thigh. Now we're just going to come over here and sit at the end of the bench. We're going to do a leg extension with our ankle weights on, which will make more resistance. And we're really going to concentrate on contracting the muscle and holding. Starting with your outside leg. And 1, hold, down. 2, hold, down. I want to see those muscles popping out. 3, hold, down. 4, hold, down. The more you do this, the more definition you'll start to see in your muscles. And 6, hold, down. You've really got to tighten up those muscles for me though. 7, hold, down. 8, contract really hard. And 9, hold.
Really want to squeeze.
Squeeze so hard your leg feels like a rock. Okay, if it doesn't feel like a rock yet, I guarantee it will if you continue to do this. Now the other side, and 1, hold, down. Tighten, really try to tighten as hard as you can. This is what makes the lift good. And 3, hold, down. 4, hold, and down. 5, hold, and down. 6, tighten, down. 7, see if you can see anything happening there yet. 8, as you start to lose body fat and get control over your muscles, you'll be able to see more and more definition in the upper thigh. And 1 more, hold it, tighten it, and very gradually release. Good. Okay, now we have another exercise. It's called a sissy squat. And once again, it's putting all the effort into the front of the thigh. This time in a little bit different fashion. We're working a variety of different exercises for the same muscle group. So I want you just to stand on your home gym. Okay? You can have your heels elevated or they can be flat. This time you're going to do a same squat position, but you're going to thrust your hips forward, putting more of the emphasis on the front of the thigh. So we go down and forward, never lock out. Good, Kiana. And 2, never lock out. And 3, yes, I know it's hard. And 4, it's really hard. And 5, good. And 6, it works completely differently than a regular squat. 7, good. And 8, 2 more. And 9, non-lockout, ouch. And 10, here we go, hold it. Bend your legs, release, and down. Now those were some really, really good exercises, a little bit more advanced for the front of the thigh. And everybody, no matter what level you're at, will feel them because you train at your own pace. Let's go ahead and do another set of the seated leg extensions once again to really learn how to isolate and control and contract those muscles. Everybody at home, hop back down on your seat. This time give me more control and give me more definition and squeeze as hard as you possibly can. You may be a little bit tired, your muscles may cramp up because of the set we just did, but just shake out your leg. If you ever get a cramp, just sort of shake out your leg, rub it, wait till it relaxes, and then try it again. Here we go. And 1, down. 2, as hard as you can, down. 3, down. This time turn your toes out a little bit. 4, down. It will work a different part of the muscle. 5, down. We're working the inside part of the muscle. 6, down. 7, down. You should feel it differently. 8, down. 9, down. And 10, down. Good. Same with the opposite leg. Turn your foot out. Down. And 2, squeeze. Down. We're working the inner teardrop. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. I want you to point your toe. 6, down.
Come on, push it.
7, down. 8, down. If you're not perspiring, you're not training hard enough. 9, down. 10, down. Good. Now turn your toe in. And 1, down. 2, squeeze as hard as you can, down. 3, feel it differently. And 4, down. 5, now we're working the outside of the thigh. And 6, this all will help you give control to your muscles. And 8, down. 9, 1 more. And 10, we've got another leg to do, but we do have a break coming up. So continue to do your opposite leg, 10 repetitions, toes turned in to work the outside of the leg, and stay right there because we'll be right back. And 1, down, toes in. 2, and 3, good.
Stay tuned for more body shaping.
Every cell in the human brain has a purpose. Some control body functions. Others control thinking and feeling. Still others regulate memory. All are vulnerable to the effects of marijuana. So, how stupid do you have to be to keep smoking it?
Hey, how are you? Sorry that I'm not at home. But when I get the message on my telephone, you'll be the first one on my list.
Crazy Calls, a tape of 7 different songs and funny recordings for answering machines.
Nobody's home. Nobody's home.
Only $14.95.
Wait for the beat. You gotta leave your name. You gotta leave your number.
To order,
call 1-800-554-9000.
One-to-One is sponsored by Gilda Marks Breathables Bodywear.
Welcome back. Today in your aerobic section, you're going to work on your upper body. Since you're working out so hard with Cory on your lower body, we're going to do easier on your leg, but we're going to work your upper body, and you're going to work out aerobically. Start with circle your arm, press your shoulder blade down and circle them as fast as you can. That's it. 4 more of this and you march your leg. Good, now take your heel to the floor, right, left, and change it to a tricep. So you press out to the side. That's it. Press and press. Notice how my upper arm doesn't move. Only from my elbow and down. I'm pressing out with my heel of my hand. Good, 4 more of this. Now we're going to combine this. So you march in place and circle for 4. Good, heel down and arms to the side for 4. Good, 2 more times. Now move back small. 4, 3, and 2, and move forward. Good. Press, press. 1 more time. Circle, 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 and circle. Heel, press, press. Good. Last one here, circle. Nice. Now circle your arm and take the heel forward. That's it. Now do it bigger in half tempos. It's big, big, big. Good, and fast. Small, small. Reach your arm to the side. 1 more. Big, big. Come on with me. Again. Circle, circle. Last one, big arm. Around, around, around. And small. That's it. 4, 3. Good. Stretch your arm to the side. Bicep curls. That's it. 4 more of this. Nice. Now step sideways with your leg behind you. Big step. Good. Now tighten your arm. 4 more. Good. Now combine it with a tricep. Underneath and out. That's it. Press to the side. Good. 4 more. Big step. Nice. Now over 2. 2 over and 2 under. That's it. 2 over. Notice how my upper arm doesn't do anything. Good. Except for tightening up. Press, press. Last one. Good. Now 1 of each. Here we go. It's over and under. It's bicep curl and tricep. 2 more. That's it. Toe tap, same thing. Here we go. Nice. Now same thing. You lift your leg. Relax your foot. Good. Just lift from your outer hip. 2 more. Nice. Last one, and you hold. Hold it here. Lift your leg. Good. Now toe tap down to the floor. Good. Heel down and use your chest. Elbow together. That's it. Squeeze your chest. 4 more. Your pecs. Nice. Now the most important thing here isn't to get your elbow together, but to squeeze your chest. Nice. Now knee lift. Same thing for 4. Good. And heel down for 4. Move back. Good. Now move forward. Step to the front. 4, 3, and 2, and move back. Stay right here. Now step sideways, side to side. Good. Take your arm down and shake them out. Good. Now take your sweat off. Good. This is it. Continue doing your aerobics. 15 minutes more to go. Nice. We'll be right back. 4 more.
Body Shaping will be back in a moment.
Hi, Body Shapers. With our new Body Shaping Home Gym and Video, you can get into the best shape of your life.
The Body Shaping Home Gym and Workout Video is the exercise program you've been waiting for. Your program includes the revolutionary Body Shaping Home Gym and a 50-minute instructional video. The Home Gym cable provides variable resistance, which is the most effective way to exercise. The workout video is a step-by-step exercise guide with Cory Everson as your training partner. You'll lose fat, burn calories, you'll shape and tone your entire body. It's the perfect workout for men and women. And imagine a complete workout, equipment and video for only $49.95. Get that shapely, sexy body you've always dreamed about. Call now and shape up forever. Order today. Call 1-800-628-1800 to order the Body Shaping Home Gym and Workout Video. Call now, 1-800-628-1800. Available at most Sears stores. Sears, your money's worth and a whole lot more.
Lendl did it. Edberg did it. Graf and Wielander did it too. They all won the Australian Open. So see who does it this year. Coverage starts Sunday night, January 21st, live on ESPN. You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Now here are some interesting figures. 11% body fat is considered getting at the low range, almost to an unhealthy condition where for a lot of women they actually stop menstruating when their body fat level gets below 11%. 24% body fat is what the average American female student is. 35% body fat is considered obese. 20% body fat is considered healthy for a woman over 35 years old. And believe it or not, 65% of the American women between the ages of 30 and 39 are over 20% body fat. So let's work on getting that body fat level down. Follow today's exercises constantly, regularly, and train them hard. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Cory Everson and cast wear Gilda Marks Breathables bodywear. Accommodations provided by the Hanalei Bay Resort at Princeville on the spectacular North Shore of Kauai in Hawaii. This has been a High Bar production in association with ESPN.
These are the best athletes in the world in their sport. And tonight, the best of the best will emerge sporting gold medals and the knowledge that